El Lazo just lost a fan. Oh, well, tough shit.
Tough shit.
Chicano Chafo, Ramon's El Guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt.
We will.
Chicano Chafo, we love our fan. We hope you like this. If not, oh well. Second guitar, we got El Huesos. En producción, the one and only El Banquita Sarabia. And the man that needs no introduction, the leader of the band, El Mero Mero, Steps. Don't forget, for all your party needs, pinche quinceañera, quieren una buena peda, fucking bachelorette or bachelor party, you just got divorced, you got extra stymie money, bautizo, lo que chingados quieran, just hit us up.
What about to celebrate a new podcast host? Is the band available too?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they would have to sing. They would have to be able to
Why,
sing.
you're not available?
I'm not. I mean, we're the band. I mean, we're the band.
Yeah, so that's why, bro. We're available
So
for
just show up
every
to
shindig.
sing. Just show up to sing, and then.
You're promoting the band right now, Dick. So we'll show up for everything.
All right. Well, fuck it then. Yeah, if you get a new co-host, fuck it. All right. So, we're the Home Depot bands. Let us know. I know, because I know that we got like some people like, hey man, pinche intro's getting too long.
People are saying that?
That was a
Who said that?
That was somebody.
Who understands people, bro? Some people say it's good. Some people say it's too long.
Like, yeah, I had a fast forward y que la chingada. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, I think it was like about 3 episodes ago. Sí nos pasamos en esa.
When they say that, I take it like this way. Oh, fuck. Oh, yes.
Estás fallando hoy, pinche Fernie.
No, let me do it again.
It doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah, I fucked it up pretty.
But I mean, the outro was like 4 minutes last episode or something like that. Way it was long.
I guess they just wanna get into it, and we wanna start hearing our pendejadas. They wanna hear our fucking babosadas.
What happened to the guy that was playing last week?
He quit.
He quit.
He quit. He couldn't take the constructive criticism.
Yeah, I know.
Right away.
It's a tough crowd. Yeah,
they're like, you know what? They're not even paying me for this.
Yeah, the box he was playing was made out of plywood. We're a fucking
oak.
We're an oak kind of band.
Plywood doesn't fly right here?
Not chales, right?
Plywood doesn't have the same ring, bro. Plywood is meant to fucking keep socks intact. Not to fucking
Ay, güey.
What the fuck?
for a cajon or some shit. Right?
All right.
Not fucking to play some music, bro.
You get fucking...
It's like to keep your latas, güey.
Hey, bro, I didn't mean that you were getting replaced. I just wanted to be funny in the intro.
No, it's all right, bro. It's okay. And I pedo.
Yeah,
I know there was plenty of listeners. There's plenty of listeners that are like, yeah, fucking replace Ramon. I'm all like, fuck, eh? I guess.
I don't agree with that way. I don't fucking I don't subscribe to that fucking ideology, bro. I'm just playing with it. Dude, I had a fucking fly in my coffee right now, Dick.
I just saw that. I thought it was like a bean or something.
Nah, it's a fucking fly. I should have ate it, güey. This is good protein.
Yeah, it's fucking... No te hace daño, güey.
Pinche mosca cagapalos fucking up my coffee and shit.
I remember fucking... ya ves, I was young, and ya ves que en las pinches fiestas los tíos dejaban their drinks on the fucking table.
Yeah.
Some would put it on the floor mientras iban a sacudir el guarache, güey.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember once, my tío, and it was those old cans, the ones that, it wasn't the tab that you know, like right now that you hit it. No, this was like, it was like you had to pull the tab. Y se quitaba the little...
The old school one.
The old school ones. And it was out of tin, dude. It wasn't even aluminum. It was like fucking heavy.
Like it gets all sharp and shit.
Con esa cabrona se la aventas un güey si matas un cristiano.
Oh,
güey.
yeah. You can
Ay,
slide.
güey, right away. What a Cristiano, güey.
I mean,
know, right? What the
it's
fuck?
just in
I
general.
thought we were Catholic over here.
It's just a general. Instead of saying the other one that we
Yeah,
normally say, I switched it up to like un cristiano.
Right
'cause
away, we normally say.
I normally say.
¡Qué chiste ni qué mis huevos!
I would normally say back in before the cancel culture days.
Fuck, man.
You know, so fucking, you know, con eso sí matas un cabrón.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll use cabrón instead of cristiano then.
Yeah, está cabrón, güey. You're gonna get some hate mail for that
I
one.
know. Like, what do you got against Christians? I'm like, we need to replace you.
I mean,
They're gonna have a recall for Ramon.
I've had beer that fucking at a party where people threw a couple cigarettes in there and then you think it's yours.
Oh.
I don't know what's worse, that or fucking drinking bong water accidentally. Way,
Ay, güey.
Ay, güey.
yeah, it's fucking.
How would you drink bong water accidentally?
I don't know, bro. It's one of those things.
Well, so going back to my tío, fucking, he takes a gulp of his fucking chela, and all of a sudden when he puts the can down, fucking, he's got those little pinchers, those little insects that have the little tail pincher, fucking right on his lip, dude.
Oh shit.
Pero como ya estaba pedo, he didn't realize it. And I was just looking at him. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was part of the bigote.
Yeah.
But that thing was sticking out. I'm like,
What
hey,
the fuck?
tío, ¿qué trae ahí? Like, he goes like, ay, güey. And he tried to pull it, and you could see his lip.
Oh, that sucks, bro.
Like, it was there, dude. Fucking little critters, man.
Yeah, it's Mex. ¿Te acuerdas los niños de la tierra, güey?
Yeah, those things are... Dude, I don't know what the fuck. That thing is ugly.
They have a weird name in English, güey.
They're water bugs.
No, there's something
No?
else.
Bugs.
This is hold on, I said I was gonna use my phone more often.
Oh, yeah, because,
fucking-
like...
Fact check, Ramon.
Yeah, because pinche... Luego... Fucking comienzan las pinches pedradas aquí.
No, well, you fucking Jerusalem cricket.
Ay, güey.
What?
Yeah, it's called the Jerusalem cricket.
Oh, shit,
Jack, what
dude.
the
I could see all kinds of fucking bad things going from that.
Yeah, they should have just. Hey, look, that one was better. Children of the Earth. That one was
There
kinda
we
cool.
go.
Yeah, but
A
Jerusalem's
ver la
cricket.
foto, a ver la foto.
Es el niño de la tierra, güey. No
Es
mames.
un niño de la tierra, güey.
Just confirming that we're talking about the same thing. Yeah, güey, what the fuck?
Oh, a potato bug. That's what it was.
That's what
Jerusalem cricket.
I've heard of it. I guess
It's not a water bug. It was a potato bug. And shit.
A water bug are those big roaches
Yeah.
that you want to, as a kid, the little ones say, "Oh no, that's not a roach. That's a water bug."
Look up a potato bug, and maybe there might be a difference because maybe this was a kosher bug, you know?
Oh.
Ah,
¿Qué pasó?
¡Qué chiste ni qué mis
También
huevos!
sale lo mismo, güey.
¿Sale lo
potato
mismo?
bug, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it's
Yeah.
the same one.
Those are fucking creepy when I was a kid. I remember them. Way fucking.
And I don't see them now. Is it because we're not playing in dirt? Is that what it is?
I don't know. That's a good
When's the
question.
last time you played in dirt, güey?
Well, I'm always around dirt.
Oh, oílo.
No.
I'm like sometimes I'm crawling in the under houses or I'm fucking doing digs or whatever. I don't run into them. As in back in when we were little, los mirabas, and I don't know, are they were they poisonous or they always say
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
be careful with those fuckers, you know.
You're bad as it. You're bad. Shit, Holmes.
Oh, we're gonna overdo it with that shit.
That's a good one though. Me
I have
vale
a
madre.
feeling.
Me
Yeah,
vale
yeah.
madre. I
Viene
like it.
preparado para los botones
I have
today.
a feeling that we're just overdue.
Hey, wait, they had a break of like a month or two, way. So
Yeah, we weren't using the fucking
'cause
mixer to its potential.
yeah, because we did a little upgrade and I forgot to put the sounds with.
You're bad, ese.
Shit, bro. Yeah, no, it's fucking those fucking little insects de México están cabrones, güey. Y luego los de pinche Durango, go fuck, they put a scorpion on their belt buckle.
Remember that shit? Maybe we should do that. Make a Chicano shuffle belt buckle con un niño de la tierra, güey.
Dude, those dudes with the scorpion, hey, those guys están cabrones, right, bro?
They have them like
alacrán, güey.
they have them like in
Pinche mi niño de la tierra con tu alacrán, güey. A ver quién gana.
pero lo tienen like the Jurassic Park. Remember the fucking mosquito, but on the belt.
Oh yeah, and the
yeah.
fucking what is it? The
But I'm saying that's how the paisas have with the alacrán. It's
With
like
the
in the
fucking, yeah, with a scorpion.
it's what is that? It's like a
an acrylic or something,
An acrylic, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's in there. I always thought those were cool because I had a tío that had a stick
those were
shift.
cool.
It had
¿Y tenía el
the
alacrán?
knob, yeah, y ahí está el pinche alacrán. ¡Ay! I was con el alacrán, güey.
Yeah, güey, no. Imagine.
La pinche bolita, güey.
Those alacranes, the scorpions, they look fucking like I wouldn't want to fuck with them, man. They with the fucking tail flipped up and
Yeah,
shit.
and then not
Especially
only
those big
that,
ones that
but,
they put in the cinto.
but then it's got the
buckle.
pincer.
Yeah, no,
Fucking
it
that
means
thing
business,
looks,
bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, sports teams not called the scorpions. Like, there's fucking these animals that you think
That's
really, bro?
definitely
Hey,
intimidating right there.
Yeah, right.
the Washington team should fucking step up and take the Scorpions with.
Come on, bro, that's a dope ass name,
Hey, fucking, we're just throwing out freebies, cabrones.
right?
know.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, they got they got some weird names. Right? Aren't they supposed to be like fucking like oh shit, no?
Yeah. No, way, but I think los niños de la tierra, dude, are underrated. We should start a softball
güey.
team.
Jesus,
Los
dude.
niños de la tierra, güey.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Los mocosos de la tierra. Even like a soccer team, though. Way. I mean, you got the Chivas. How fucking crazy is a
Los
Chiva? Way?
escorpiones. Oh, no. Well, the Chivas, because when they first started, the players and the audience started calling me, parecen pinches Chivas locas estos cabrones.
No, I get it. I get it.
Start pulling up a fact check machine.
I know,
That's
right?
true right there. That was true.
No, I do get it, way, but like, wouldn't you if you play? Oh shit, we're playing the Scorpions.
I know.
You'll be like, oh shit.
Estamos jugando
Oh, they got some good jams.
Los alacranes.
But if you say, yeah, you got some good chance. Time. If you say, hey, vamos a jugar con las Chivas. Pinches Chivas me la pelan. Like, that's not that
Me la hago
intimidating.
pinche birria la chingadera.
Hacemos unos pinches perihuetos. ¿Y qué? It's not that intimidating, Dick.
It's not.
I mean, like the Rams, I get it, where they're fucking
Hey, eso es cuidado because, I mean, dude, they could really fucking kill you.
a Ram.
I saw a fucking ram kill, what was it, a cow?
Yeah.
Fucking el pinche, I guess the cow estaba with his little calf, and the fucking cow, mama cow, todo defensive, fucking se le pone el pinche al borrego, y el borrego, hasta un lado, cabrón, and they run at it, boom,
Oh,
fucking hits
shit.
a cow dead.
I mean, apparently when they go at it with each other, it's like for a fucking, they're trying to mate. They're trying to get the chick. They're battling for the fucking little nalguita.
Some action, way.
Está cabrón, imagine we're fucking, you're on the street.
Órale, puto.
And you see these two dudes headbutting each other. if we were wired like that.
Agárrate, puto, agárrate.
I'm a güey para que él gane y ese güey ya va a estar cansado.
Hey, el
Me lo voy
güey-
a putear.
El güey de the ladies man's gonna have the cauliflower forehead where the tantos putazos.
Ey, está cabrón ese
That's why he
güey.
gets a lot of chicks. Where how do you know, bro? Look at his
Look at
forehead.
his forehead. Oh, yeah.
Fucking, he has a pronounced forehead, bro.
Y tú, güey, bien lisita, nada. I'm not about the violence,
Se van a
bro.
revelar, güey.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I'm
Not
not
about
about
the
that life, eh?
I'm gonna have to
I,
get.
mean, I don't feel like I have to fight over a
I got
borreguita.
Botox, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Botox on my forehead. I was like,
Yeah. Nah, it's probably a arm of fucking honor, bro.
Si se va a juntar
badge of honor.
conmigo, que sea por amor, no por pinche peleonero.
Imagine where we get into the fucking the migraine pill business where we sell fucking we'll make a killing, bro.
Chicano shuffle migraine. Cure.
El tumbaborros relief.
But just imagine, like sometimes I think about that when I'm mostly when I'm like
Taking
in
a
a
shit?
different state of mind now, where when I'm like high or something, I think about shit like that. Like imagine if we were wired like that, Dick. Like if it was ain't nothing but a thing where to just walk around the street and two dudes are headbutting each other to try to get a chick. Right? It's like what?
Oh, man. A ver, ¿dónde está? Oh, yeah, no, yo le entraría. Hey, you put your quarter for next.
Ay, güey. Next.
That'd be fucking crazy, dude. Fuck it, no mames, güey. Yeah.
All right, fuck
It's kind of amazing though, how we're like how animals
we
fucking...
we got similar rituals, way. I mean, not that extreme, but you could see the like what would you
all these
say?
dudes that fight with the
Yeah.
fucking club and shit, güey.
Yeah, no, for sure, güey.
¿Quieres jugarte la vida por ella, galán?
Oh,
Este güey.
juégate la vida por ella.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the languages, like, it's nonverbal, you know? Like, there's cues that we don't really see, but it's there and we're reading off of it. Like, when people say, like, oh, one day you're going to be able to read the mind, like, yeah, I mean, we're basically already there, right? I mean, a lot of the interactions are nonverbal. And, it's fucking amazing, bro.
That dude's dogging me, eh?
You see it,
Sure,
though,
way.
dude.
Isn't he just staring at the wall?
But like sometimes, you know, like in the corner, you feel like somebody's looking at you and then like they're fucking there. Like you turn somewhere and some fucking dude's looking at you or whatever.
Cuba, homie.
Well, I know I mentioned it before, but if you think that someone's looking at you, fake yawn, and if you see them yawn, it's because they were definitely looking at you.
Really? That works?
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposedly
No,
yawning is
that's
contagious.
No, well, I've heard that before.
Yeah, yawning is contagious. So if you think someone's like, if you think so and so over there is watching you, that's pendejo, and you do a fake yawn, and then you just look at them, and if you see them yawn, it's like, okay, they were definitely.
But there's people that say that because you emit like some kind of like I don't know. I'm not trying to be a
Death ray.
scientist or something, but something that supposedly you emit into the air, right? That's what they say is contagious.
I don't know.
Because but I've read something like that way. But then if you see somebody yawn on TV, you're also sometimes inclined to
Yeah,
yawn.
it's just that I don't know. It's a trigger or whatever
Uh-huh.
that you see somebody yawn, you're like, right? Ya me está ganas de fucking de bosteciar, but no, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, bosteciar.
Little do
I
you
know,
know.
right? Bosteciar is
Oh,
yawn.
this guy se graduó de la preparatoria over here.
En español sin barreras.
Oh, shit, bro.
He's a classy vato, güey.
I'm a very classy
But
vato.
Spanish is otro pedo, way, because I had Spanish classes in fucking high school, and that shit was hard as fuck, way.
Yeah, but you were learning I mean, it's the proper Spanish, but it's like the. ¿Cómo te diría? Not practicing?
It's just to, like, there's a fucking upside down question mark. Like, what the fuck is this? As a kid, you're like,
Are you sure? Well, I mean, is this a question to a question or
you're
what?
like, what is this? And why does the N have a mustache over it? Like, what the fuck's all this shit, way?
What's with the double L?
We were just, honestly, I've not said it before, but we were just trying to get with those fucking, the girls that were from another country. Way.
ESL girls?
They were fucking super chill, way. And they say that to this day, way. Like, when you go to another country, you try to talk to women, they're super chill. Not that there's not chill women here, but in those days, that's why we were taking those classes, way. Because you had girls that were from Panama, Colombia, all this different shit, way.
El Capitán Echeverría brought him over?
And it didn't help the other chicks. No te pelaban, güey.
Nah, fuck no. They, you know, la raza, fucking nada que ver, güey. They call you a pendejo cabrón, and then these chicks are calling you a papi and all that shit. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
It hits different.
You know what? Speaking about that.
I don't know what it is.
Speaking about that,
It's different,
so
man.
I asked Amija because every time we call this place La Pupusa downtown LA, this guy answers up and he's all like, "Hola, papá." You know, he always says, "Hola, papá." ¿En qué te ayudo, papá? I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like,
Ay, ay.
¿Te gusta, güey?
I'm like,
Ay,
hasta
güey.
pinches cachetitos se me ponen rojos, güey, así.
Yeah.
Como dicen, con qué poca sandía te pones colorado, güey.
Oh,
right?
shit.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then and I asked my girl, like, is that normal? She's like, yeah, that's como decir, ¿qué huele compa? ¿Qué huele
In
paisa?
El Salvador?
Yeah, Central Americans in general. So así pasó. So fast forward to like maybe last week, I had a job up in Palisades, and I'm dealing with the housekeeper. I guess she lives there también, you know. Y ya cuando llego, la señora me dice, "Hola, papá," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was weird. And para todo, she referred to me as papá. I had to tell her my name was Ramon. I'm like, me llamo Ramon. Y que le dice, ¿cómo no, papá? I'm like,
Ay, güey.
okay.
Oh, shit.
It's
It's
like,
pedo, güey.
yeah, it's a little, I mean, it's nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice.
güey, oílo.
But at the same time, it's a little awkward.
Well, yeah, it's otro, like when we were in Peru, way, I remember the women, the girls that were there that were our age, even younger, early 20s or whatever, they were trying to fucking iron my clothes. They were trying to do all this shit, wash my clothes. I'm like, I could do it. Like,
Yeah.
I think, you know, obviously we're raised differently here, but in like, nos tocó ver en Peru, way, is that the women, the gender roles are still pretty traditional.
Yeah.
Like as far as like
They're
what
still
they were.
set. They're
yeah,
pretty much
and then
set.
I don't like that. I like to do my own shit, you know. And it was kind of weird for them. Remember, they were looking at us like,
Yeah,
"What the fuck's
because
wrong
you
with
and
these guys?"
I wanted to do our laundry.
Yeah, yo porque estaba todo pinche hediondo, güey,
pues,
because fucking we
pinche
were
calzón-
sweating.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't want these chicks to see the skid marks.
No.
Fucking.
Luego no va a ser que te van a hacer pinche una brujería con el calzón, güey.
I know,
Ay,
no
güey.
shit, bro.
Ya lo querían casar, güey.
Ya
Ya estaba la boda.
Ya tenía casa en Perú, güey.
Ya tenía casa, tenía chamba, güey. Hasta la
Como borregos.
hasta la pinche la nieta ya la tenían escogida y todo.
Yeah,
güey.
way it was fucking arranged, way. It's pretty sweet, way. Arranged marriages, way. I was kind of about it for a little bit, way. Because I'm
And
like, hey,
Esteban's all like, oh, you know what? I could. I mean, what are we
get with
talking about
this.
right here?
I can get with this one.
Dick, arranged marriages was sounding pretty sweet in that moment.
Yeah, la
Like, it's
abuelita,
like,
dude, she was like fucking
She was on
loving
it, bro.
Esteban, dude.
they wanted fucking my American
Yeah,
citizenship.
they wanted the but the todos modos, way.
But you gotta give something in exchange.
I
right?
mean,
Yeah,
you
that's
could tell.
true.
You could tell, like
She was a nice lady. I
It was a
remember.
nice lady, and
It was
not
a
only
nice
that,
family.
but it seemed like they were legit. Like you would have definitely had a piece of the pie.
Yeah, I would have been awesome, way. I would have been fucking with a Peruvian accent right now.
I can't even. I have Peruvian coworkers, and I can't imitate them.
No, it's a different.
Yeah, I
pedo.
can't. It's different.
But it was kind of a different dynamic, right? To have to be like, hey, I thought you wanted to not to fucking be a fucking bestia when it comes to that shit, but you want to fucking. Yeah, háganse la chingada. Let me
déjame en
fucking do
paz.
my shit, güey. 'Cause
Quiero
they-
cagar en paz.
They kept insisting, güey, and they kept fucking. Y the pedo, güey, is that they were fucking like, oh, deja enseñarte. They wanted to show you how to use the fucking washer and dryer. They're like, man, I think I can figure it out. No, so they would grab your clothes, güey,
Oh yeah.
and then they were showing you how to do it.
But they're doing it
But they're
for
doing
you.
it for you. And you're like, what the fuck?
Like, all right, hey, that was a good movida though.
What?
That was a slick movida.
They were pretty smooth, yeah. Ya casi me convencían one time. But I fucking ranked out.
I mean, hey.
I don't know if we want to get into it.
I know.
That's a story for another time.
That's a story behind the microphone.
Yeah, this is an off-air topic.
Yeah, this
We'll leave that for
definitely-
only flan.
Yeah, if you go to my OnlyFans page, I'll definitely bring it up.
You have an OnlyFans?
No, I don't. Everybody thinks I do. I don't have an OnlyFans.
That's what the internet said.
I know.
Yeah, and plus right now it's like
I heard they retracted that way because they had a lot of backlash.
Oh, they retracted it?
That's what I heard.
Oh shit! I didn't know they
so
retracted
everything's
it.
going back to
So
normal.
Ramon's like, all right, open shop, bro.
All
No,
right,
no
fuck
sale this
it.
weekend.
They left themselves vulnerable way because that's what like in the whole Bitcoin community everybody was talking about like, dude, why you need a fucking bank? That's why Bitcoin and shit like that they're trying to push it because you don't get that censorship. Like, yeah, you have to go in and out and exchanges to exchange for money. But it makes it easier for, and then you can get into the topic like, well, yeah, that's why they fucking, that's why they use it for nefarious things, which, yeah, I get. But that was when the whole OnlyFans thing came out in the crypto space. Everybody was like, dude, I don't know why they don't just implement so they can accept cryptocurrencies and then you don't have to fucking deal with the banks, really, you know?
Yeah.
But the banks are fucking harsh, bro. That's the same shit that was going on with the marijuana industry.
But-
That's still going on.
Oh yeah.
Even to this day.
They won't take the money away.
I go to a place where I get my parts right there in Commerce, and there's a place around there that they grow. It's like a big warehouse
You could get your seals and a fucking pinche joint
in a churro way.
and a churro.
for the traffic.
Fuck yeah. While you're waiting.
So like a month ago, way the way I even most of this white dude, he's fucking always gossiping way. Like, dude, just give me my parts way. I don't want to know everything that's going on.
Demonio Blanco.
Yeah, and he was telling me
El
that
hermano.
that the night prior to us having the conversation, some dudes fucking robbed that place.
No shit.
They followed the truck, like that had the shipment. They followed it back to like where headquarters was at.
Oh shit.
And they fucked up the security guard and they did all this shit where, and it makes it dangerous there because like cannabis is legal, but in the federal level, it's still looked at as like it's a gray area. So banks don't want to fuck with that way, and they're making the cannabis industry still deal with cash only, and it's fucking dangerous. You have thousands of dollars and you're carrying it from one place to another.
So wait a minute. So if you go to a dispensary, you can't pay with your debit card.
Everything's cash.
No,
really?
Banks, yeah, banks don't take any.
But they might have an ATM machine right there.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean,
okay.
ATM, you're just taking money out.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing like what the OnlyFans people went through.
Only flan.
That it's like banks were like, we're not taking payments, which is exactly the same.
Is
thing.
that what it was though? That it was the bank thing.
The banks didn't want to take a payment.
But how do all the other porn fucking things make money then? They all
Yeah,
charge
like
credit cards.
Pornhub
as well.
OnlyFans is a huge fucking. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Wait, I don't know.
I mean, no, well, the way I understood it was that they're trying to get like advertisers, and no one wanted it because the porn angle was.
Well, it's the banks didn't want to accept the payments anymore, so they figured they were gonna adjust their terms to be able to kind of go
More
around the
friendly
loop.
for the banks?
Yeah, so the banks could be like, okay, yeah, we'll still process your payments.
Oh, okay, yeah, yo lo entendía.
So I know that OnlyFans has like, you know, there's a site for everybody, right? You got the ones that are in lingerie, the feet, the people that eat.
I've never been on it.
No, me neither.
I've clicked on it, but I didn't ever been behind
subscribed.
the paywall. Yeah.
So, do they have like, because one of the things I was hearing is that supposedly, I know bestiality is illegal. Yeah. So I thought that supposedly the banks or whatever was saying like, yeah, because, you know, we don't promote bestiality or we don't support it or like, you know, like, what is it, the hardcore where like they beat the girls up or they get beat up or los güeyes getting all fucking spanked and all that shit. Mm-hmm. So they're saying that was part of the reason because the other sexual acts or lo que hacen the videos is okay, but I guess they had a problem with the extreme ones.
I'm just telling you what I read where, and it basically comes down to the banks saying like, if you guys are having that kind of content, we're not going to process payments. So they're like, okay, well, fuck, we got to get in and change it up. But
I feel like there's something else there también, güey. Porque te digo, how do all the other porn sites do it, where they charge credit cards for like the premium and all that shit, güey?
Fuck it, go through the dark web.
I don't know.
So I mean, if everybody else is doing it, I feel like they're putting an excuse way. There's some other motives there.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a good point. Where I don't know, but you obviously have to think that you know everybody has a price. Where if somebody like X videos or Pornhub, these companies make a shit ton of money. Where I mean, you have the right. You send the right envelope to the right person. You do whatever the fuck you want. Like if you have money, there's the sky's the limit, like they say. Where there's you can get away with basically anything if you have cash and you have the power to fucking.
But isn't Pornhub and it's the X videos? It's like they have like the I guess short clips, and if you really want to see the whole thing, you go into that page's site, and that's how they get it.
I don't know what the premium perks are. The free. I don't know what I have no idea what that is.
But I know they have the remember because they're giving it away too during the pandemic thing. They have like a premium version for the site, pues.
I gotta
like they have a paywall too.
I mean, I know there's ads on the videos. Maybe it's just you don't get ads. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm saying I know they charge credit cards. There's money in porn, just like any porn way.
Yeah,
you can order fucking all kinds of porn shit. Way,
I mean, there's porn on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So. But I'm saying you can buy all kinds of pornography shit with your credit card.
I heard there's also
banks take it.
There's also porn on Twitch. I thought that was just like for gaming.
I don't know how that works either.
Yeah, but you gotta notice when but there's different ways of putting your LLC in your bank statement that it's not gonna say like the powder that I get when I buy it. My bank doesn't say
powder.
My bank doesn't say what I bought. It's just an LLC that doesn't sound like it's fucking selling what I'm buying.
Oh, okay.
So these companies create these LLCs that, like when we had the dispensary, our LLC was medical equipment. We were paying taxes, but we weren't under a dispensary. We could have been under a dispensary, but for legalities, we put it under medical supplies, which is containers and shit like little medical like
for your pills.
Yeah, that was what we put it under to kind of go under the radar and be able to still.
El que no tranza no avanza.
Well, dude, come on, dude. You go to the BOE, Dick. You think all these people are paying fucking taxes the way they're supposed to pay?
BOE,
like the fucking the where you register for an LLC.
Oh.
You go to this place and you see all these people registering their businesses. You're like, Dick, I know not everybody's paying the fucking taxes the way they're supposed to pay. There's all these moves. And that's the thing where it's like some moves are legal, but you don't have the resources or the money to be able to know what you can and cannot do. and you get caught up on some shit. The statute of limitation is fucking. If I'm in the crypto space right now and I create a fraud, like I'm starting some fucking Ponzi shit or some crazy shit that I'm making a shit ton of money, I could get fucked in 20 years. Like there's
no, the statute of limitations is one.
You could get fucked. The IRS can fuck you at any fucking time, no matter what, no matter how long it is. That they'll come after you. You're in your 70s. You're hanging out. Hey, bro, when you were 35, you did the shit. You got to pay, and you pay the interest, and you pay fucking from those.
There goes your retirement
there
fund.
Goes everything, dude. There goes everything.
Like, well, might as well go to jail.
But if you don't know the right moves, I mean, you get fucked, bro. Well, and that's the problem with the system where like the court systems is, you know, people that don't have money, they get manipulated into taking pleas and taking all this shit that they don't understand how that works, bro. And then, you know, they fuck up a lot of people's lives.
Well, yeah, también like along those lines where people misunderstand también when, you know, they constantly say, oh, fucking Amazon doesn't pay taxes. This company doesn't pay taxes. This fucking Walmart doesn't pay taxes, whatever way. People normally misunderstand that as se están transeando the fucking taxes, like they're not paying their taxes way, or somehow they're like fucking, como dice este güey, pasaron un sobre and they got away with not paying taxes. It's not that. It's that they have a fucking army of fucking accountants that find all the loopholes way. So they're legally like paying less taxes than you, but because they have that fucking army of accountants to find every little loophole and how to save money on this and how to say your fucking losses and how to push your losses to next year and shit. Okay, we've put down enough losses for this year. Let's save some losses for next year because you can do shit like that. So they have that army away. So people always misunderstand that oh, they don't pay their taxes. They legally just pay less taxes than you.
Yeah. I mean, it could be something as simple as like, it's December fucking 28th. Your accountant's like, hey, bro, you got to buy a private jet this year because it offsets your tax. It's an expense for the business. You fucking make a purchase of $30-40 million December 28th. And guess what? It offsets your fucking...
Te sale gratis.
I mean, you know how to work the system,
and then
bro.
You sell it in January and you just make money.
You just fucking keep going. It's pretty awesome when you think about it.
But no todos sabemos esos pinches tranzas.
You could do it.
But we don't know, like, you know, we don't have that accountant to do that for us.
Yeah, you don't. But that's something that you can offset. If you pay a lot of taxes, you could just buy yourself something that's work related. And that's pretty vague. A fucking really nice computer could be work related. $5,000 Mac or whatever you've always wanted. You buy it in December and hey, wait, it's just a tax.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, that army of fucking accountants, plus like this accountant might be really good at this shit, or this guy might found this, but you'll have those guys too that'll find some random thing way that no one's noticed for like a long time that'll come and go like, hey, bro, we gotta buy like 5,000 trash cans right now, way. Fucking that offsets your thing twice as much or some shit, you know, like random little shit that you would never fucking like put together, way.
The subsidies too is big too. Like Tesla has a lot of subsidies for being a quote unquote green and a friendly company when it comes to the environment. So they get a lot of government subsidies a year, where they make more money with what the government gives them than fucking what they sell cars. But and it's a great. I mean, if you could figure out a way to have a business that you can get subsidies for being green, I mean, fuck, dude, more power to you, bro. But it's just learning how to work the system, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're
behind.
Yeah, we are kind of behind, way. But what are you gonna do?
The system is all it's all jacked up, way. It's all fucking. Well, at least here, where everything's based around the corporations and those big. It's that whole fucking trickle down mamada that doesn't work with.
Oh, fucking A. Well, I mean, ¿qué se va a hacer? Go to school, fucking go to YouTube, learn how to do this shit.
Nah, you just gotta said this guy. You get money and you get an army of accountants with.
Vámonos.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't know if you could even ever fix it, bro. You know, I mean, people love to talk about equality, but I don't think equality even exists or can exist. It's impossible to have equality.
It's a dream, bro.
Yeah. Equality of opportunity, yeah, I get it. Have people fucking have the equal opportunities. But the problem with that is you can't control the equality of outcome without infringing on my constitutional rights, everybody else's constitutional rights, because equality of outcome is like, if I'm obsessed with guitar and eventually, you know, I make a fucking shit ton of money playing guitar. If they want to control equality, they want to control equality of outcome, then they're gonna tell me like I can only practice 2 hours a day, because then you're gonna get too ahead. Because hey, guess what? This guy woke up at 12, bro. You woke up at 6 a.m. to play your guitar, but this guy woke up at 12, so it's not fair. So you could only watch YouTube videos 1 hour a day, and you could only practice 2 hours a day to make it equal. But it's like you can't control the equality of outcome. You can't control how obsessive somebody gets to a certain topic or to a certain subject, and that creates the inequality where it's impossible to control. Like, how are you gonna control that?
Yeah, no, you're talking about shit like that, but I see you can control like the disparity between like a CEO and like the person at the bottom way, or even the like middle management type deal way. You can, but you can't control how. There's a thing that they say like if everybody just took away like everybody's fucking money and you just open the fields again, the same people would have the same money, and the same people that don't have the same money are not. And yeah, there's a lot of elements to it. But like, why would you want to be a fucking CEO anyways? Like, people always talk about CEOs like it's a fucking like a glamorous. Yeah, you're talking about the money wise, but do you think you want to be a fucking CEO? You think I want to be a fucking CEO of a company?
Not you.
Yeah, but
that's like saying everybody wants to be like an electrician, a union electrician.
Or everybody wants to be a musician.
Like of course, everybody doesn't want to be one specific thing, way.
But they want to be with it without the work that comes with it.
And that's why
you don't have a life. You don't have a family life. You don't have a personal life. You're obsessed with your job. Your job controls everything around you. I get it. People are like, yeah, a CEO, but fuck CEO
también que no dicen que fucking CEOs are like fucking borderline fucking psychopaths. También.
You have to be. You have to be. You have to be a certain breed to move up and be a snake through your whole fucking career to go.
Way,
Why would you want to fucking aim to be a fucking CEO? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, fuck, dude. I don't know, bro. It's just you have to be really smart about what you want to do in life. And if you want to follow the money, like, go ahead. We all do things for money, of course. I'm not saying you don't, but just know that those positions on the top, I mean, they require a lot more work than the positions of people that are in the bottom. And I get they're not the same levels, but you're never gonna have that equality. Yeah,
but I'm saying that the equality. I'm on board. It's impossible. That dream that todos van a estar parejos just doesn't exist, way. Like, you can't get there. It's impossible, way. But I'm saying that ratio between that bottom person and the top person, like, if you account, pues, okay, this guy put in this much work and this guy put in this much work, that ratio, when you slide it over to money, doesn't even line up with itself. Way.
It's the CEO's wage is directly correlated to the stock market. The worker's wage is directly correlated to the work that's being outputted into it. You're not, dude, if I'm investing in some company like Apple and I hear that Apple pays their CEOs shit, as an investor, I'm not going to invest in that company. I want to invest in a company that they're paying their CEOs well, because that tells me as an investor, which is the stock market, everybody.
So you're going to take care of me, yeah.
If I invest in a company that the CEO is well paid, as an investor, I'm going to be like, this is a good company. So everything is a facade way. That's what people have to understand. A CEO wage is more than that way. A CEO wage is a facade that tells the investors that this company is doing really good. They pay their CEO $2 million. Hey, dude, I'm going to buy that stock. Hey, bro, our firm that trades stock, hey, dude, you got to put money on that. It's a good facade. If all of a sudden the CEO does not get paid well and there's a lot of negativity around the CEO not getting paid well, the company is going to fall, and the people on the bottom are also going to lose their fucking job, because nobody's going to want to invest in that company. It's a facade way. If you pay your CEOs well, that tells the market that the company's doing well. And sometimes it's money that they don't fucking have. They're constantly borrowing just to keep that facade that the company's doing well.
So, would we be CEOs?
You guys are CEOs of your company or your coffee
shop. The shuffle también, like,
we're fucking the whole. We're the conveyor belt.
We're the bottom guy. We're the top guy.
We're the fucking guys that have that sweep.
Why aren't we paying ourselves well?
That's why we don't got stock, bro.
You know, why aren't we paying ourselves?
Because we took the road that's harder, where we can easily work for a podcast.
Yeah,
that we're not making the big money. but then we're not in the grind of it. So we're
Yeah.
trying to build something
Yeah.
that's gonna.
We're not gonna fucking compromise our podcast or our content.
And don't get me wrong, Dig. I don't agree with that discrepancy.
yeah.
But I have to be realistic and actually think about why it is. And even though I don't agree with it, I do understand why they do it. It's not the most ethical way to fucking run your company, Dig. But I get why that facade is there, which I don't agree with, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. But if we're talking about like changing the system, even though, like we said, you can't get people that believe in like fucking straight like a pure communism way where everybody está parejo.
Yep.
That just doesn't work way. Like there's always people that want to go higher, and there's other people that are gonna drop below way. So you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, there's impossible way. Mm-hmm. But like if there's a way, like you rebuilt the system way, like we're saying. And you limited like that disparity, like this guy can make so much more than this guy, but it not cap pues, but like a ratio pues, like it could only be 50 times more than this guy pues, ¿me entiendes? Mm-hmm. Even if that stock market existed again, way like if you rebuilt the stock market or como quieras decir, you would still have that whole thing where this guy could still get his bonuses, he could still get this, and people can still say, oh yeah, this guy's they must be doing good if they're paying him that. But it's almost like it's capped way. Like he could only make 50, 60 times, but even like 100 times the bottom guy is still way less than like they make now, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
And society wise, I think it would be better, pues, because then you don't have all the arguments that que pinche, hey, why do people make $7 and this guy fucking makes fucking like a few million a minute way.
I mean, it's interesting, bro. And I would love to see that implemented to see if it works, because that's the way. Because like the thing that happened in Norway actually, and just to start the conversation,
the promised land, Fernie.
Norway is predominantly white. You know, they don't have a lot of the issues that we deal with as far as like different ethnic groups and
the melting pot.
Yeah, it's and we're in a social experiment that I don't think is comparable to other place in this world way. But think about it, Norway is predominantly white, so let's add that to the conversation. But a few years ago, when the whole equality thing came out, when women were saying they're getting paid less and all this shit, Norway was like, okay, you know what? They made a law that every single company that's publicly traded had to have 40% of the staff women. Like construction companies, like across the fucking board way. You can't have a publicly traded company without 40% of your workforce being women, and you need to spread it equally around fucking the whole. It's not just women doing little jobs that pay less. You got to spread.
They can all be in the office.
You got to spread all the way up to CEO. And this is if you want to be a publicly traded company, which it's great from the outside way. When you see it, you're like, yeah, I'm for fucking everybody being happy. I'm not. Maybe sometimes I sound like I'm one-sided, but I'm really not. I want everybody to be fucking happy.
He's not. I mean,
but what?
You gotta defend them way you say.
What happened? What happened?
I got his back. That's what you do.
You know what? I got your back too, bro. We'll talk about that after this rant.
I got you, homie.
So years of the thing happened, and then the numbers started coming in way, and it was shocking what actually happened way, because what actually happened is the people that made out were the women that were already fucking hustlers, the women that were already fucking, that had that certain thing that they figured out how to move up in corporations. They had a lot more positions open up to them, because now if you're a CEO in a company and you're like, man, this company sucks or this company's old, if you're a woman, then you could go to be a CEO over here that needs me, because they need that ratio. And it didn't happen for the women on the bottom. They didn't get opportunities open up. What ended up happening is that a lot of companies, they were having hard to fill these positions of women. So they started hiring women that weren't qualified to be in these positions, just so they can fucking still meet their requirements. So obviously, when you put somebody that's not qualified, whether you're male or female, when you put somebody that's not qualified, your business is going to go down, because these people don't know how to work this business. So what happened was
injury rates go up.
Right away.
No, I mean, depending.
What happened with a lot of companies just went private. They're like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to be a publicly traded company. It's not sustainable. I'm just going to be a private company, and we're gonna hire just whatever the fuck we want. So they try to make it equal way, but they were having a hard time filling these positions with people that were actually qualified, because you know, you get to the whole debate that people say that men and women are equally designed, and we're not. I mean, men are different. Like, we're not the same. Like, there's certain discrepancies and certain characteristics that women and men have that are slightly different.
We have the same layout, but just different structure.
I mean, even apart from that way, like, there's stuff that doesn't appeal, like, to men, and there's stuff that doesn't appeal to women, you know?
Well, generally speaking, man, and this is a general,
very
this
general.
is a general assumption.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, women are more interested in people, and men are more interested in things. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Predominantly of YouTube users are men. I'm interested in things. I'm interested in fucking learning how to, and women are more interested in people. They're more generally interested in people, and that adds to that gap as well, where it's like, these people were having a hard time finding like if you own a construction company, I mean, I don't know any women that are a fucking a construction company here is appealing to them. They're like, there's options. I don't want to do that shit. But if you're in Norway and you have to fill in 40% women, like, it's gonna be hard for you to find these women that are gonna fill in this positions way. But it was a good experiment that they tried, and I mean, I would want to see more of those, way, like we were talking about earlier. Like, let's try it to see if it fucking works. Don't just assume that it's not going to work. Like,
I think that was kind of ambitious, way. Like, you gotta, you gotta ramp up, pues, so that people build the experience, like you're saying, pues, you know, you don't just go like 40%, way. Está muy cabrón, like, go 40%, ¿me entiendes?
But I get why they did it. It's a good like gesture. It's like, yeah, you know, they do want women to be happier, way, but I don't think they got the results that they were hoping.
Yeah,
they were
like I said, it's because you went too strong, pues. Like, how are you gonna feel? Like you said, how are you gonna fill those roles, pues? Those higher up roles. Let's say, pues, that you, like you said, you have those, like, only middle management roles, not even like CEO way. If women in that country or anywhere, pues, have never had the opportunity to, like, move up to those roles, pues, ¿me entiendes? Mm-hmm. How they can have that experience, way, to be there. So yeah, then you hire people that don't have experience. So, like, if you kind of ramp it up, I think it would work better, way. So you start opening up slowly, like instead of starting at 40, pues, you start maybe at fucking 20%, 30%, and, like, okay, in 5 years, va a ser 30%, in 10 years, va a ser 40. But at that rate, you have people that can start moving up and build that experience with.
But that's like I started the conversation, in a predominantly white country. So now you add the element of blacks, Hispanics,
immigrants, all that shit.
It's a whole fucking pedo out here, bro. Yeah. How is that gonna work? How is something like equality?
It's ambitious, way.
I mean, how would that work here? Where something like that, where you're including everybody and everybody. And I get why fucking some women think and feel like there's no opportunities. I get it, dude. I fucking totally get it, man. But I just feel like some people think that it's gonna be easier than it really is, way. Like, to be a fucking CEO of a company, way, like, I couldn't be a CEO of a company.
I couldn't either.
Like,
I see what I mean. Just by the looks of it, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, not difficult, but it's like you got to make a lot of fucking cutthroat moves.
And guys are assholes, Dick. Wow. Let's be honest. I mean, sometimes our threads, or sometimes threads with, like, my bandmates, it's fucking harsh, dude. And you're like,
it's harsh between us, right?
But you're like, am I gonna have to, like, accommodate a woman, and then they're gonna say that I'm insensitive and I'm an ass? But that's how. If you're competing for a position, like, I don't give a shit if you're a man or a woman. If we're competing for the same thing, I'm gonna fucking be cutthroat because that's what I want. And you gotta assume that there's a shit ton of people that feel the same way. So it's not gonna be easy, man. I mean, I get it. It's harder for women, but sometimes I feel like people just think that it needs to be easy. Fucking life's not easy, way. Life's fucking hard as fuck.
To algo parecido on the same lines, way, and kind of an update. Remember when last time we talked about the equality thing, and then the women's soccer thing came up, and then they were suing que they weren't getting paid.
Yeah, what happened to that?
We kind of so recently, también, like, now, maybe recently, I want to say, what was it, a couple months ago? Like 3 months ago, when the appeal, because they had an original ruling on the lawsuit that they lost, and then they appealed, and I think their appeal, también, fucking didn't go through, like, 2 or 3 months ago. So fucking, it turns out, way, like, I mean, the way I understand it, way, I should say that way, porque maybe I understood this wrong. But it's almost the tables were kind of turned, way, like during the court case, salió like exactly what they're asking for and everything. So the way I understand the way And I'm not talking shit just because they're women. I'm just saying that because of the way it was in the media and even the way we talked about it, that, yeah, they don't fucking, women don't get paid the same, you know, and in that case, you know, entertainment is involved. But we had a whole discussion. Go find it. I don't know what episode it was in.
During the World Cup.
But it turns out, like, from the filings and what the judge fucking put out on the original lawsuit, they wanted their cake and to eat it too, por decir, güey. So they had their deal, but what they wanted was the bonuses like that the men get, way. So the men pretty much have a
different contract.
Well, they have a different contract. Well, they wanted that contract,
Yeah.
but they wanted theirs too. ¿Entiendes? So it wasn't just like, hey, they got paid more. Well, what they're pretty much saying is they got paid more for winning for if they win the World Cup, and we won the World Cup. If they would have won the World Cup, they would have got paid more. But what they weren't saying is that they get paid more in general, like from the U.S. Soccer Association, whatever, because the men already get paid from like whatever team they play on, pues. So they made a contract with like guaranteed money, like we get paid this much a huevo a game. We get paid fucking like when you go to practice, you get paid. We get fucking benefits, you know, we get health insurance and all that shit. Like if you have a job, they get guaranteed pay. That was their contract. As opposed to the men, pretty much just get paid every time they play. Like if you play, you get this much. If you play in like a higher level, like tournament game, you get paid more. So it's based like on bonuses.
Advance, you get more money.
You get a bonus. Yeah, you get a bonus, stuff like that.
Plus your pay.
Pero all their benefits and all their regular like day pay comes from whatever team they play. You know, like they play in Las Chivas or whatever. That's where their regular money comes in and their regular healthcare. The women made a contract since they don't have like those other regular fucking like sport fucking like they're not normally like another team. They wanted guaranteed money. So when we come to practice, we get paid. We get our healthcare here. But then on top of that, they wanted the men's bonus like tiers way. So that's what they meant. Like the bonus tiers, obviously they get more money because they're not paying them for every other thing, and they're not giving them healthcare, so they can give them more money in the bonus. So then in that court case, he fucking salió. Pues I'm assuming, I didn't read everything, but I'm assuming people must have talked a little shit because they wanted pues their contract and the men's contract. So they wanted their regular everyday pay, their health care, but on top of it, they wanted the bonuses that the men were getting, even though. So it was. I thought it was kind of fucked up.
There's a I don't know if it's Netflix, Hulu,
I don't
or
know if I
Amazon
made sense,
Prime.
man.
There's a little documentary. It's like an hour and some change where it has it's about the court case,
there's about the whole thing. Yeah,
because at the end they
I just read
they
some articles.
because it's already during the pandemic because everybody's doing the Zoom and they when they meet up they got their mask and everything. So they talk about how they lost the appeal or they lost the case.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a good one. I enjoyed it.
Because I mean when I read it that way, it wasn't even about equality way. It sounded a little greedy way, you know. So I'm just throwing it out there so that people don't use that one as a a fucking fucking the women's team doesn't get paid the same.
You know what, bro? With the example that I mentioned on Norway, I honestly want to assume that everything that people think that they want wouldn't pan out the way that Norway thing. I mean, I just feel like we're in a gray fucking part of society where I feel like everybody wants more than they really fucking input. I don't know. It's just kind of weird way. Everybody wants shit without actually, I feel like putting the work that requires for them to want that. Because with my job, we're a very small company. With my job, I realize like what it is to actually like run a fucking business. Like you want to get paid $20 an hour. And my job is pretty transparent. Like if I want to get paid, let's say for example, I want to get paid $40 an hour. I want to be a $40 an hour guy. Fuck yeah. In my job, I can't. I mean, I could wait, but I'm just giving like an example. Mm-hmm. You can't justify why you should be getting paid that much, because in order for you to fucking demand that, if you're talking about like a generally speaking, like when you have a business or you're doing an investment, some people might say it's a little ambitious, but you want to kind of double your profits, right? I mean, yeah, you could say 30% return or 20% on a profit, or it's a good return. But if somebody's paying me $40 an hour and I'm not providing $80 worth of profits for this company, like, why do I think that I deserve this? And when you really analyze like the dynamics in the company, I mean, it's a very low percent of workers that are pushing the weight on the whole fucking company. So in my job, if I want to demand money, it's so transparent that I can see, like, me estoy pasando right here. Like, I want to ask for $40 an hour, but
are you giving them 80?
Am I giving them, because it's an investment. People don't see that your wage is an investment in what you're doing. Yeah, you can fucking say like, I outperform it, and yeah, those are the people that I feel like should move up and really get compensated. But the vast majority of fucking people that are making these demands that they want to get paid this and that, I can guarantee you they're not giving these companies the percentage back in their returns for their investment in their wage.
Well, let me ask you something. How long have you been doing this trade?
It's kind of 5 years.
5 years. So from when you started to now, you've definitely learned, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't have to get nobody has to hold your hand or walk you through.
Yeah,
it.
they still, yeah.
Oh yeah, but not like at the beginning.
No, of course
So now you've been moving up. You've been doing things more on your own. There's things that you could tackle, no problem. There's still some issues that you depend on somebody else.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, hey, I'm having trouble with this, or I need help, or que pedo, no le hallo. Oh, okay, do this. So as you start more, what would you say, investing? No, not invest. Okay, as you started learning more your trade and figuring it out, there should be an increment of payment, because it's gonna get to a point that your knowledge, your skill should be worth something. Like if you show up to let's just say you show up to a company and a forklift or a unit is not working, and there's been 3 or 4 people that go and they can't fix it, but you go there and like, all right, my rate is fucking $80 for the first hour, and then it's like and then in 15-minute increments, right? You get there, boom, you check it out, you figure out what it is. It takes you 30 minutes to fix it, right? And let's just say the guys are like, dude, you didn't even spend an hour on it and you fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not paying me for my time. You're paying me for my knowledge. You're paying, the time that I've invested and the experience that I have is what you're paying for.
Yeah, I mean, if I go to, this is how I think about it. Or maybe you're trying to get to the same thing. If I go to a place and the truck, the unit's not running, and it's just a vacuum line that's not connected to the regular, and all I do is
plug it in.
That person's gonna be like, oh, cool, yeah, you did it in fucking less than 5 minutes. But it's like, you're not paying me for doing it in 5 minutes, because it's taking me 5 years to figure out that's what that hose needs.
That's what yeah.
It's taking me 5 years to plug that hose in. So.
Yeah.
But on top of that, pues, like if you think about it even further, pues, like where you're saying, are you saving them like $80? Like you're charging $40, but you're saving them $80. See, if you have that knowledge, pues, si tú llegas, you say, oh, I want to be a $40 man, pero am I justifying $80? ¿Me like, are they getting $80 back? Yeah, it's possible you could, because como dices, si llegas and you're like that with that experience that you bring, you're like, oh, it's this pinche manguera. Even though it took you whatever 10, 15 minutes, like we're saying, it might have been pues que llega otro vato y se tarda 2 hours on that, like figuring out that it's that manguera, like going through the processes and finding that manguera. So now that guy already charged them more than you just charge them just fucking to come do it real quick. Like you charge them the 1 hour, he charged them 2, sales igual. So it's potentially you could be that 40-hour man.
Well,
based on experience, pues.
Yeah, but the bigger the company is, the more you could slack off, because there's other people that are going to push their weight. You can manipulate the work. I'm trying to get to the point that we're small.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, it completely reflects our fucking sales.
Yeah.
The bigger the company is, the more you can fucking jack off. Because, hey, if I can manipulate this work, I got 100 guys techs out running, the company's going to do fine, because there's that small percentage, that hustlers, that even though, it's the different mentality too, Fernando, because I've been there for 5-6 years busting my ass, but there could be that guy that comes in with no experience that's going to want to get paid what I get paid. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you don't deserve my fucking pay, dude. You don't know what the fuck I do. And plus, I'm not the kind of guy that if I can have a 4-hour job and I finish it in a half hour, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go jack off for 3 hours. I'm going to go bill another fucking 5 hours because that's the person that I am. And that's what makes me fucking move up wherever I go. And that's what gets me to where I'm at today. Because I'm not that guy that's going to fuck. You could be that guy that's going to jack off for fucking 3 hours because you build 4. I'm not that fucking guy. I want to build 12, 15 hours one day because that's the kind of guy I am. Because that's job security for me. And because I want that wherever I go, if I don't go there, my work is going to reflect because they're going to miss that input that I had. That's because I have a lot of work ethic. So... A guy's gonna come in with no experience. I have a problem with somebody coming in with no experience thinking that they fucking deserve $25 an hour. You don't know shit, dude. Earn your fucking stripes. Start making $12 an hour. Eat fucking top ramen. Earn your fucking stripes. Don't come in with your fucking cushion fucking don't come in with your nicely dressed fucking clean pants and shit, like with your little fucking pen that you don't use. Earn your fucking stripes, dude. And I have an issue with people wanting to get shit without fucking putting in work.
That's how it sound like.
What?
That's how I sound like. Yeah, I have the same. I have the same mentality. When someone comes in, and it goes back to, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I've been there now 16 years with that company, but doing this trade is almost 22 years.
That's a long time. That's a lot of experience.
Yeah, 22 years, Mm-hmm. So when you have the new guys come in and there's some right there. Right now, I am the highest seniority.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I'm the highest seniority in my department.
You top dog?
I'm the first one now.
Oh shit. He survived all the fucking, you're fired. He survived all kind of shit.
If they do layoffs
you fucking made it to Mike Tyson, bro. I'm still fucking dealing with that Popinski guy.
Yeah. Oh, the flamenco way.
Oh, that big Asian guy. That big Asian guy with a tan.
Looks like The Rock.
Oh shit.
El Piedra. So I'm up there, but when you have these new guys, okay, tienen 5 years, they're making the money that I am. They already moved up the ascension. They started at this, and every year they get a bump, and everything. So some of them are already at top pay with me. El pedo is de que they critican and like, oh, why does this guy do this? Or why is that guy only doing... Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why is that guy doing these special projects? Or why is he fucking... There's someone like, hey, you don't worry about that, dude. Like,
they really tight?
They comment... They make comments, or they'll tell somebody else, and then eventually, es como somos de chismosos, güey.
Yeah, it gets around.
It gets around, like, hey, yo, so-and-so, or like, fuck, yeah. Like, they're questioning why, like, dude, if they have that question, have them come to me. Like, I've been in the company so long that I know like who to reach to. I know who to talk to for certain issues. Like if I have, like if this is happening, you know what? Fuck, let me call so-and-so. A lot of the times I call is Dave, Westside Dave. I'm like, hey, I got this. Can you check it out? And he'll look into it like, oh yeah, dude, we have this equipment that went down that's affecting this area. I'm like, all right, cool. I already closed down my ticket.
Yeah.
There'll be guys that'll be there like fucking 2-3 hours trying to figure it out. And finally, when they get the right person, they're like, oh yeah, we had this outage. They already spent that time. A mí me tocó like maybe 10 minutes and plus the 20 minutes que me pongo a platicar with Westside Dave, half an hour. Figured it out.
Yeah, pero okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Pero just para alegarte un poquito, güey.
A ver, alégame.
So how long have you been at the fucking ahí en el estás?
It's gonna be 16 years.
And out of those 16 years, how long have you been at top pay? I know you get your raises, pues, but how long have you been at the top tier of pay, güey?
I would say
de los 16, ¿cuántos años?
When I came in, I didn't come in at the bottom because I had experience already. So I'm trying to think.
Like a year or 6 months in?
No, it took me about 2-3 years to get to the top pay.
Took you 3 years.
Yeah,
right?
I did. Because when I came in at the time, I think at the time the top pay was like $38 and I came in at 18.
The top? Oh, no, but I'm saying, no, like, okay.
Yeah, so it took me about 3 years to get to the top pay.
You're saying like overall, but I'm saying, like, when empezaste, you came in as Tech 3.
Yeah.
So Tech 3 was not $38.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It was. So when you came in, how long did it take you to get to the top?
To that type pay?
You're talking about like promotions and
Yeah. So that one 18, and I think that at the time the top pay for that position was like 20.
Well, it doesn't matter what it was. I'm saying how long?
So it took me. It wasn't. I think it took me 3 years to get to top pay. 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
I don't think it took you that long. It took me like 6 months or a year. Way.
Yeah, but you came in at a time where like you came in at the end of the year, right? Or like
I came in November.
November. So you came at that rate. In March, you got a bump.
Probably. Yeah.
And then at the other fucking you came at a weird time where like you got your
but I'm saying
not even your 6 months.
We had the same experience. So unless fucking you came in like way under me,
probably I might have.
I feel like we talked about it, and I think
I might have.
It didn't take you 3 years to talk about. Anyway, maybe that was the long way to go about my point.
Okay.
My point is that when you didn't have as much experience, you were still making top pay like these people.
Mm-hmm. I was.
¿Me entiendes? And we've made these comments that you're talking about when we were young.
Oh, yes.
When we're the same dudes.
Oh, definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's almost like you're talking to your young self.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's hard to talk shit when you did the same thing, way.
But No, go ahead. Bro.
It's just older person experience.
Exactly. So now it's taken me to this point to understand that. I'm not saying that I was right back then, and now I understand. That's why when I hear these rumors come back at me, I just laugh and I'm all like, yeah, you know what? They don't know what I know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And I'm not gonna fucking go in a fight and fucking start pushing around like, hey, you talking shit, puto? Nah, I'm like. Why? Because I recognize, I've talked shit so much about these older cats, or like, estos culeros se la jalan, that they're always kicking job backs, y que la chingada.
While you're making top pay yourself.
While I'm making top pay, but it felt like, why am I doing all the hard work, all the physical work that these guys, so the only difference, I'll tell you this much, Ferns, is that my jobs, I might take whatever it is, but I don't kick them back for someone else to do them. These older guys were.
Yeah,
these older guys
a good handful of them were.
Yeah, they don't want to climb. And guess what? I still fucking climb. They don't want to crawl. I still fucking crawl.
But what I'm saying is you can't. Well, at least I feel you can't look back like when these guys do it. You can't be like, well, fuck these guys, way. Like they can't fucking because we were those same guys.
I can still say it. I'm just like I'm not gonna get in a fight over with them, because I'm like, hey, fuck you, puto. Like, I'm not like just like fuck these guys, dude. Wait until they get into my spot. They're gonna deal with the same shit.
I just never was a fan of speaking about pays. I mean, I know you guys have like fucking like there's a structure that if you get to this tier or whatever, but I just never was a fan of talking about how much money, like that shit always pissed me off when you get paid like old school, you got your pay stub and then you're like, hey, ¿cuánto te pagan a ti?
O cuánto te salió cheque?
Like, bitch, fucking mind your own fucking business.
Here's my thoughts on that. Okay, so like you're saying, like in Europe, en Están Ustedes, it's a small company way, super transparent, like you're saying. In that kind of environment, you don't need it, way. Like everybody kind of knows, no? Like you don't have to talk about it because you kind of know.
The pay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because like you're saying, your company's really transparent. Pues.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't the little handful, ponle those double you guys, it's still really transparent. Like the way the operation works and the way the money works and flows, no?
Yeah.
So in that environment, you don't really need it, way. Like everybody has an idea. Okay, this guy's doing this. He's been here that long. You get a ballpark way. Donde estás tú? But like ponen like a big ass corporation way, like as it trickles down, where it's not transparent. Those conversations are good because that's where you get all this disparity, even not just between like the employees, but even like between women and all that, and between minorities that they say, oh, we get paid less and this, because the companies don't encourage. They actually like discourage you talking about, like they don't want you talking about like how much you negotiated in your interview to get paid or whatever, and then people pues are you get disparity pues, like these people come in at a lower, como like we were saying before, like we came in with similar experience. If he came in 2 years behind, like on the scale way than me, then that's kind of not cool because we literally had the same experience way. Like experience wise, we were parejos way. We should have came in at the same level. So if you're like another company that's not union, that doesn't have those tiers, at that point, it's kind of fucked up. If we're fucking equal in experience, we're doing the equal work, why are we not like... I don't know that you're getting paid 24 and I'm getting paid 15.
I'm going to argue with that one, because I have a... there's a discrepancy with that one. Because then we start talking about like... I mean, come on, dude. If you're complaining that I make more than you and we came, a wage is negotiable. There's a wage that's negotiable.
Yeah.
If I went to if I spent $30,000 on a training that showed me how to be a better salesperson and I know how to create rapport with somebody instantly, and I go into a fucking interview and I negotiate a better salary than you, I invested $30,000 to be able to make more money than you.
Yeah, but then you're not parejo. Then you're not talking about two people that are parejo because that person did.
It's a negotiable salary.
I know, but I'm saying you're saying one person went and did a course of how to negotiate and the other didn't. So what I'm talking about is if it's the same person, like both took that course, both had the same experience, pues, and somehow they get different wages.
There's always going to be somebody that's better than another person, even if it's the same training. So why is somebody going to care? Like, what if this person fucking all they do in their day off is watch sports and chill, but all I do is read sales videos and watch and really figure out how to negotiate because I want to make more money? Why is it fair for that person to talk shit about me when they're not? And this is what comes back to the whole equality of outcome, where I fucking want to make fucking cash, bro. So I'm going to do everything that's possible for me to be able to negotiate a better wage than this person. Like, if this person wants to fucking be in my level, then they need to utilize their time off of work and do exactly what I'm doing.
Well, my I guess fucking like the way that works is kind of like it's me against you way, and I feel like it should be me and you against them. ¿Me entiendes? Like they already know that they're gonna try to fuck el que pueda, no? No matter even whatever. If you want to talk like negotiation thing, igual, like if you want to compare it to something, it's not apples to apples, of course. But nowadays you can go online and you can find the invoice pricing, or you can find like what price people are paying for this car. You want a Dodge Charger, where you can go online and see what people are paying in your area. You can see how much the invoice is, how many people, or like what percentage of people are paying under invoice, over invoice. It should be the same thing for like the wages way, kind of like the what is it called, like the glass door that gives you like a ballpark where people get paid. They discourage you from talking so that you lose that negotiating power because you don't know what they're willing to pay. Sure, yeah, you might get in that negotiation, you might get a little more, a little less, but you don't really know where the starting point is. Way you don't know that guy makes 27, that guy makes 28, this guy makes 24. And ponle, you went on Glassdoor and it seems like all right, I'm going at 18. And they're like, fuck, bargain, bro. Sas.
There's always somebody that's going to take the job for less than what you're doing.
No. I'm saying you just don't know, pues. Say you just go off some shit on Glassdoor and it's not the exact position, but it looks like más o menos the position and says you should get paid this much. So you go in thinking 18 is a good fucking price. And you go, okay, I'm going to say 18. They're going to fucking say 15. I'm going to say 16. And fucking I'll get like 17. But you don't know that almost everybody else there is getting paid fucking in the 20s. And then it's because they don't encourage, they discourage that conversation of you saying in our society it's not like polite to talk the wages, ¿me entiendes?
But I don't agree that it should be talked about because I want to work, dude. I'm a fucking worker. I want to generate money. The least thing I want to do is go into a debate about how much I get paid. No, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be a debate. I shouldn't argue you. Yeah, but why are we talking about this? Because I want to get out there and work, bro.
Because the same thing of my example of the car, pues. When you go into that negotiation, you know, if you fucking research real quick online, where you can find out the invoice and you can find out what people in your area have been paying for that car. Same thing. If I talk to a couple employees, or if I'm going for a promotion, hey, bro, ¿qué te pagan a ti? And no one should take it as offense. Like, hey, whoa, it's fucking private shit, bro. No, it's like fucking.
Well, to you, but you can't assume that everybody else has that mentality, bro.
But that's our society.
I know, but to you, it doesn't. To me, I'm more private. I don't want. Even if society was fucking. Yeah. I don't want to fucking talk about my pay.
I don't like. I mean, me choca a veces because I get people asking me like, "Hey man, so how much you get paid?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, that's." I get that all the time.
Yeah, but these are non-work. Like they're not in my company.
Yeah.
You know, these are
I get that too.
People.
Yeah, from
the thing within at least within a union shop is that you know how much every person's making.
And the other element to the car is that you also have to factor in credit score. I mean, there's a lot of different things that aren't like an accurate comparison, but I get why you made that comparison. But in a business setting, like, nah, dude, fuck that.
Well, it's because it's not like
you can't expect for it to be equal when what you do with your time off of work is not what I do in my time off of work.
No, it's because I'm not saying I should automatically get the $28 this guy's getting. I'm saying you should be able to have that information, pues. Like, it shouldn't be fucking weird for someone you work with. Not like just some dude hitting you up on Instagram. Hey, ¿cuánto ganas? Ese ya es otro pedo. You know, that's otro pedo. But like, if tu compa or someone is applying, yeah, like por decir, Ramon said, hey, bro, they're fucking hiring over here, way. Fucking, I make this much here, way. Fucking put in, like, you know.
Top pay is this. I don't know what they're gonna start you off because of experience or anything, but you could work up to this.
But I'm saying, like, you should have that info, way. Like, okay, the average pay. I asked these 3-4 dudes that do that position. They get paid this much. I have that info to go in and negotiate. So I'm in the ballpark, ¿me entiendes? So I'm, like I said, I might not get what that guy's making. I might not get exactly ponle $28. I might get 26, 27, maybe like 25, but I won't go in like when they ask you, oh, so what are you expecting?
18.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in like with 18 because that's what I think it is. That's what I kind of interneted way.
You go my 22.
You go in with the information, pues, but it's not a fucking go around asking random people, hey, a ver, nomás to throw it out, cuánto.
But you're talking about it in like your homies telling you, hey, aquí pagan esto.
I'm saying in general or in the like American society.
No, but let me answer the question though. You're saying like if your homie telling you, hey, wait, aquí pídeles at least 24, so you won't come in. That's what you're talking about.
Well, if your homie is working in like there or in that industry, but I'm saying in general, like say you're just there.
You're already a worker,
or
you want to talk about pay as already a worker.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying in general, también that too, but I'm saying in general, the American society is already conditioned to think it's a bad thing to talk about your wages, like at work.
The reason that I feel it's a bad thing is because if we're talking about the American society, not everybody can handle that information, bro. Because if I need your help, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, that guy makes more than me. He could do it." So then you're fucking up with work dynamic because you're getting triggered by pay.
But what I'm saying, that's
so the average person cannot handle that intel.
But like I said, is because of that conditioning already.
I don't know.
It is that
That's a stretch.
Ponle. Would that exist if the conditioning was reversed way, and that whole thing wasn't like fucking like iffy, like hey bro, fucking bringing up money. If that wasn't a pedo way, if everybody was just like fucking open about their shit, that wouldn't exist.
But why?
So your pedo would still be maybe I do better work than that guy or this and this, but it wouldn't be about fucking telling them, hey, I make 25.
Fernando, you're going to tell me that if somebody knows that I make more than them, they're not going to be like, fuck this dude, he can do that. I'm not going to help him.
Yeah, he's been here 5 years. I've been here 10.
Exactly. And that's when people are different because me, and I'm not trying to fucking toot my own horn way, but just the mentality that I have is if that guy makes more than me and they ask me to help him, I'm going to go fucking help him because I'm going to tell him, hey, bro, I want to make as much as you. How the fuck did you do it? I'm not going to be a dick and say, nah, este güey ganó un chingo de feria.
Not everybody's Esteban, though, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't say that you're upset that I make more than you for the same job.
I'm not saying I'm saying that we're conditioned not like to share to make it a, what is it called, like taboo, like it's taboo to fucking talk about salary.
I still don't understand what the benefit is for you knowing how much I make.
That everybody goes in with the knowledge to negotiate with. Like, it doesn't mean you're gonna get paid the same, but you have that knowledge to negotiate. Like back to the example of the car, you know where to negotiate. Yeah, once you negotiate that price, now you got to figure out if you're gonna finance it. Ya es otro
but
pedo.
You're talking about different things. Where that's why I was trying to make
that's
clear.
why you said they're not Apple.
No. That's not what. Let me finish with. That's not what I'm saying. You're talking about different things because there's one thing for your homies to tell you how much you should ask. That's separate. We're having a totally separate conversation. I agree with that. If your homies and he tells you, hey, wait, ask for this much here. Outside of already being in the workplace, that's fine, bro. You come in negotiating that you can be here. I don't agree with once you're a worker, hey, wait, how much you get paid? I don't agree with the conversation once you're in the door. That's what I have an issue with.
Why does that change though?
Because it does change. Because it doesn't. It's not none of your business how much I make.
Why not? I'm working with you,
Because you're gonna hold it against me.
But if we made the same, do I have to hold it against you if we made the similar money?
Well, if I work less than you, you're going to be like, hey, why is this guy working less and I'm working more if we're making the same money?
No, but now you're thinking that. Porque ponle, like, we'll go back to the example where it's like, we had tech 3s and then you moved up to tech 2 and then there's other jales. Pues ponle, I'm a tech 3, he's a tech 2. We're still in the fucking, seeing each other, the same thing, doing similar fucking work. And I ask him, ¿cuánto vamos a ganar, güey? Like, well, I'm going to get this fucking promotion. Say we're not union, güey. And fucking, I'm like, hey, so ¿cuánto te pagan? It should be okay, not taboo for me to ask him, hey, ¿cuánto te pagan? And ask the other tech too, ¿cuánto te pagan a ti? So when I go in and they go, okay, so how much you want for the fucking your promotion way? I know the ballpark of where to start
but
the
once you're in there, it shouldn't be your business to ask how much money you make.
But that's what I'm saying. You want to go in knowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you're still asking in the workplace.
Why? Then ask me how much I have in my bank. It's the same shit.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is the same shit.
No,
Why is that taboo? Why is that taboo though?
No, it doesn't have to be. But I don't need.
But what if I ask you? You got to understand, people are different. If I ask you how much is in your bank account, are you gonna tell me?
But no, because see now
$300.
No, but you're adding.
I mean,
you're adding something you don't need. Like,
what do you mean? It's my money.
Because I'm talking about the negotiation of my salary. I don't need to know how much is in your bank to negotiate my salary.
How much you make.
Yeah, to negotiate, I do.
It's outside the work. That's what I'm saying. It's different. Once you're in work, you're not negotiating shit. You're already a worker. What are you going to negotiate? Every day you're going to...
People negotiate for promotions.
After you have a period where you're evaluated, a yearly evaluation, then you could say, hey, you know what? That's different.
Yeah, but then you're saying I shouldn't be able to ask the coworkers cuánto ganan, güey.
Don't ask me, because I'm not telling you.
That's what I'm saying. Don't
ask me, bro, because I ain't saying shit.
I'm saying it shouldn't be taboo. Like,
tell me how much you have in your bank, and I'll tell you how much I make.
It doesn't matter how much you have in your bank, way.
What do you mean?
Because when I go into that negotiation, I'm not negotiating bank accounts. I'm negotiating a rate for my work.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with how much I have in my bank account. I can have zero, I can have negative, I can have thousands, I can have 10,000s, I can have all my money in Bitcoin. None of that ever will be fucking asked in that fucking negotiation.
Yeah, but
what you have in the bank doesn't relate at all. Zero.
But I have to me that's what I require.
That's the equivalent.
Yeah, but you're saying everybody should. Why are you saying everybody should?
No, because
everybody should talk. You're saying why is it taboo? Everybody should be able to talk about how much money. Why should it be? I don't want that information out. Just because you think it should be doesn't mean,
yeah, no, it's my opinion.
And that's what I'm saying. So with the bank thing is to me it's the equivalent. That's my opinion. To me, you're asking me how much I make. To me personally, which has nothing to do with you, it's the equivalent of you asking me how much is in my bank account. To me, like, no, dude, that's not your information to have. Why don't you ask me what I do in my days off, and then you could see why I make more than you.
But I'm like, again, when I go into a negotiation, that's useless to me. Way.
How's that useless? You're negotiating.
But they're not going to ask me what Esteban does on the weekends.
Come to my sales meeting, bro, and you'll make as much as I do. Come to the meeting that I have.
And if I do, entonces qué?
I don't know. It's up to you, bro.
But I'm saying,
I'm not going to hold your hand in the negotiation.
Okay, but it goes back to if we're even.
It's not even. It doesn't exist. Wade.
I know, but this is all in theory, Wade. You know, this is all fucking dreamland, Wade.
Yeah, well.
Hey, so that's what I'm saying.
I have real problems, bro.
If I go to that sales meeting, if I go to a negotiating meeting, it still doesn't help me if I don't know my ballpark, what I'm negotiating.
Like maybe you won't get the answer from everybody, but you might get one or the other. Like, let's just say if you, Esteban, and myself worked in the same company, right? And we're not union, and you ask Esteban's not going to feel comfortable answering you that, right? Fine, that's his prerogative. That's his.
Yeah. But he's saying that I'm conditioned.
Yeah, we're all conditioned.
But not. Well, maybe some people are. Maybe some people are more private. You're not conditioned to be private. Some people are not comfortable sharing what they do, at work or what they do at home. Esteban might be one of those. But if you came and asked me, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is what I make. If let's just say our landlord worked there and he asked you, he might be a little hesitant. But if you tell him, no, it's because my promotion's coming up, I want to know where to come in at. Then he might be able to tell you.
More receptive.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. I mean, it's not dry, cut and dry. Like everybody should be able to say it. No, there's gonna be people that are gonna have reserves. There's gonna be people that are be comfortable, and then once you explain it to them, they might be, a little bit more forthcoming and saying, okay, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what I make, but you know what you should ask for? They might ask you, what are you making? Well, I'm going to hit this. Well, why don't you ask for, $5 hoping to get $2.50? You know? So something like that. So yeah, not everybody's going to be receptive to sharing. Even though if it's conditioned or not, some people are more private than the others. Some people are a fucking book, open, and they son chismosos a la chingada,
Yeah, I'm saying, in my opinion, pues, it shouldn't be taboo to talk about that way. There shouldn't be like a whoa, like type of deal.
And it's like everything, Fernie. There's taboos. There's some, definitely that we're conditioned, but some people that go against that condition. Not everybody's gonna be like, like for example, now because in the workplace you can't talk about certain things. You can't talk about sex, or you can't talk about pinches picardías, but you still have those people that do. Low key, you know who to go to and whatever. That I understand. I get Esteban's point.
But
you know?
I get it.
The
I know, I
other
understand, yeah, for
element
sure.
too is like if you're a fuck up and
God.
you want to make more money than me and you're asking me, hey, how much you get paid? I'll be like, dude, you need to fucking you need to come in on
focus on
time.
your work.
You need to fucking if you want to make as much as me, you need to do this. You need to volunteer for overtime. You need to be the guy that. There's a lot of more things that go into it than just we've been both here a year.
But here, the problem with that isn't that okay. So yeah, you don't want to tell them que porque what the fuck, like, dude, you need to put in this work and put in this work and do this on the weekends. But why are you worried about that person? If fucking the company's either gonna keep them, hire them, give them whatever they
Fernie,
think.
I'm worried about him because he's asking me as a friend, hey, how much should I ask? I'm worried about this person. I want this person to succeed. So I'm going to point out the shit that I'm seeing that he's doing wrong.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if another random person at work comes, you're not telling him all that. You're kind of thinking it and like, well, fuck this guy. He doesn't do this on the weekends. He doesn't do that.
Because I don't have rapport with that person.
That's what I'm saying. But now you're playing it against each other. ¿Entiendes? Now it's like, fuck, why am I going to tell you, bro? You don't put in work.
And that's
what I'm
exactly
saying,
why I don't want to talk about this at work. I want to just work. Because it's more like, why are you doing this? Like, you're exactly pointing out the issue with why I have...
Yes, and I'm saying...
You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about this.
And like I'm saying, like before, like that's not even your beef. Like, let them be them. I make 28, fuck. If you can get 28, fuck, get 28. Who the fuck cares?
But if a compa's asking me, I'm gonna worry about him and be like, hey, bro, es que, pues, wait.
Pues al compa le vas a dar el inside info, güey.
But then you're saying that, why am I pitting them against them? But this like, hey, they asked me, Dick. Yeah. I'm enjoying my torta.
No.
And this thing comes up to me.
Watching last night's fucking golazo. Like, no, hey, pinche
¿Qué trabajador watching el fútbol, güey?
Hey, it's lunchtime, bitch.
It's lunchtime, asshole.
It's an hour and a half into your lunchtime, puto.
Hey, pinche partido went into extra time, güey.
El pinche Atlas pegó el pinche golazo, güey. You're asking me fucking...
You know, I can see that because, look, I'm in a union shop. We know how much everybody makes. And trust me, there are some guys that should not be making that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, you make the same as I. You know, you and I are equals. We make the same amount of money, yet somehow I always end up going after you fixing up your shit.
Yeah.
And that it does create some bitterness. It does create some resentment towards, si me llama, look, for the most part, I'm going to tell you, everybody that calls me, like every tech or whatever that calls me, 95% I answer the call. The other 5, either I'm busy, I'm out of reception, or I just don't want to deal with it because I know they're going to want me to go do their fucking work.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. And you already know who they are. But even then, sometimes I take that chance. I'm like, all right. And it's happening where like, oh, fuck, they proved me wrong. It was just like, hey, so this job, this person wants this. Should we do it or no? I'm like, well, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. That was it. I'm like, all right, fucking, yeah. Like I don't have to fucking go do it or come up with an excuse like que no puedo.
I mean, although in this situation, I would be super transparent because we're building something together. I want us to fucking be equally invested and it's open and I don't care about talking about how much. That's what I mean. So in this pedo, fuck yeah, dude, we should all. I'm not. If somebody comes up and this is just a fucking example, but if somebody says, hey, and it happens a lot in bands where when there's somebody that's more fucking like more marketable than the others. If somebody came up to me and said, hey, wait, we like the podcast, but we want to pay you more than these guys. In that situation, I'd be like, nah, dude, this is a team. And I'm honest about that.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be
that's
like,
why we're replacing Ramon because he got a better deal.
Fucking, hey, no, I didn't.
No, so I was gonna say, wait. So in this case, yeah, wait, it's
Fernie,
it's an equal thing.
So with your theory, and he brought up a good point. We're a podcast, right?
Yeah.
If another podcast came and asked us, or asked you, like, hey, let's just say theoretically we're getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so we make this much. How much do you guys make?
But make what like
let's just say.
That's a good
no,
example.
but no, because you're talking about like
No, we're podcasters.
but we're not employees.
No. But and like they're in the same business as we are. We're not in the same fucking company, but
it goes
they're
back.
a podcast. We're a podcast,
But okay.
And let's just say we're under an umbrella. Like what is the iHeartRadio?
iHeartRadio.
All right, let's just say we're an iHeartRadio, right? And we got our podcast, and they're paying us and everything. If another podcaster or another team is like, hey, fucking, we're trying to fucking get into iHeartRadio. How much do you guys make?
I would tell them, hey, this is how many listens we get, and this is how much we get paid. So if you break it down, it's fucking 1,000 per list for 1,000
How
listens.
many downloads do you? Because
That's
I know
what I'm
that
saying.
we've had people ask us that, and you, not that you. Well, I mean, we give them a ballpark, but we don't give them the exact figure.
Well, because there's no like exact like it's like a
It varies.
It moves. But
Okay.
So you obviously give them an average. Same thing. You go. We have about fucking 10,000 listeners, ponle, and we get paid 10,000. So if you break it down to 1,000 per
But you
listener,
wouldn't like that as an employee, way. Because if you ask me how much I
No,
get paid, and hold
but at
on,
that-
wait. You're throwing stats. You're throwing the rank. You're justifying why before you tell them the price. You're justifying why you get paid. It's equivalent of you in a worker setting. Me telling you, hey, bro, I have a marketing fucking class that I'm taking. I do sales meetings. I do all this. And
I do overtime.
That's
I
the
work the
equivalent to
weekends.
that.
but because it's easy, because I have that information. ¿Me entiendes? If you're in like a giant corporation where you're like towards the bottom way, you might not have all the information. You might not have all the information that you know how many listens you get and all that. In this case,
I would have an issue with you telling these people how much listens we get. It's none of their fucking business. This is our thing.
to me, that's just a transparent way. Like if they ask, fuck, I don't care, way.
You do care, way. No mames.
No, I don't care that much.
If
way.
when we have our event and somebody's like, hey man, how much you guys get paid on Patreon? Would you tell them?
Yeah, if I don't see why not? Why?
I mean, it's a business way. I don't agree with that.
Well, I mean,
It's
no,
transparent.
but in that case, no, ¿sabes qué? In that case, a little different because we're not employees at the bottom, pues, and that person is not asking like it's not equal footing, pues. We're not in the same job. We're not in the fucking same company.
What if it was a podcast that's been on Patreon the same time as us, and they're asking you how much? They're asking
Yeah,
you.
but how many listens do they have? Like, are we on the same? Because you're asking like we're saying from the outside way. So we already established that from the outside you tell like a homie, but you don't tell like a random person. You ask that it's that homie that's asking you.
No, I'm telling. It's a podcaster. I'm not gonna put somebody on blast.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a podcaster
podcast.
that showed up to the event. They've been on Patreon the same amount of time we have.
Again.
They okay. What?
Again, like we said with the salaries, if your homie is going to apply, is going to start his podcast or whatever, like you're saying, or
He's already started.
or he's already started.
Yeah.
You'll probably tell your homie, like if one of our homies had a podcast and they've been doing Patreon, is not, they're kind of see if they want to gauge where they're at. We would probably tell the homie.
I
pues.
wouldn't tell them.
You wouldn't tell the homie how much you're doing on Patreon?
No, of course not.
Well, like if it was a homie, I would tell him just like the salary thing. I would tell him, hey, bro, you want to come in at this, blah, blah, blah. If it's like a random dude at an event like you're saying, then no, way. It's the same thing. If he asks me, hey, wait, how much do you make at work? Like, yeah, okay, that does not, for what? Like, there's no reason for you to know that.
But this goes back to when Esteban was saying when supposedly, hypothetically, that coworker came up and I'm like, "Hey, how much do you make? Because I wanna negotiate my salary."
But we're not in the same company.
No.
He said we're iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we're iHeartRadio, right?
But I'm saying at the event, that person is not an iHeartRadio.
So then Esteban said, like, hey, why are you worried about your fucking salary? Dude, you got to show up on time. You get here late. You're not fucking volunteering for when work is heavy, you're not there for the team helping out. You know, when they need us weekends, I never see you volunteer. So how are you going to negotiate a raise when, you know, everybody else does it and you're the only one that relies on everybody else to do it, that you don't. Before you do that, my suggestion is you fucking put the time so that you have a hand now to negotiate. Same thing with a podcaster or another podcaster that came to us like, hey, how is it? Like, what are your downloads? What are your listens? What are your, like, you know, how much are you guys making on Patreon? Or how much, like, whoa. Before you get there,
chill,
bro,
Yeah.
are you investing on your podcast?
Are you on YouTube?
Are you doing YouTube? Like, what kind of equipment are you doing? Like, are you serious about this? Like, are you dropping constantly?
Yeah.
That has before I give you that information, are you doing these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how I would handle it too.
Yeah.
that makes sense because of the fact, like I said, you're not talking within the same thing way. You're talking about like you don't know their information. You don't know their numbers.
Yeah.
If you're in the same company, you know kind of like the same work. You know that coworker is putting in less or more, whether you should care or not, es otro pedo. But this person, like this random person asking you, where you don't know.
Well, it's not a random person where he's saying it's a podcast.
It's another podcaster.
Somebody that's
and we
in
see
it with us.
we see that
It's not
you know they
random.
have followers and everything, and then we'll listen to it and we see that like every once in a while. But they wanna like there is a difference because you know I'm not saying that we put in work. We put some work, but we don't put as much as a podcast that we know where like they're doing lives, they're fucking reaching out to other people, they're collaborating. We do what we do, but our main thing is that we want a good sound. We got the band. you know, we have we have the equipment and everything, and that for us, we could be doing more. Yeah. But we can't compare ourselves, like, you know, go to another higher podcast and say, hey, we want to make the same as you. You know, how much do you guys make so that we could know, like, no, hey, wait. Well, fuck. Are you doing this? Are you doing fucking events? Or, well, yeah. Are you pushing it on Instagram or on social media? Like, well, no. Well, do you have a Twitter? You know, all these things like we do, but we do not engage. Then, ¿cómo quieres este dinero, güey? You know, it's like once you're doing all that, it's, you know, it's self-evident. You're going to get to it and you're going to start getting the people eventually when you're there. And if you came and say, hey, we're doing all this and we got people, is this a smart move to do? Then the other person would answer. But if you see that they're not putting in the time, they just want the money because they feel like it's owed to them.
No, yeah, that's otro pedo.
Yeah, that's otro pedo. Now, if they're gonna negotiate, like, well, if you're gonna negotiate, this is what you got to take into account. You know, it doesn't help me to tell you how much I make because our fucking quality of work or our fucking approach to this is much more different than yours. You know,
that's how I feel in the work setting. Way.
No, yeah,
I don't see a difference.
I get your point. I see Fernie's point too.
I see his point too.
But there's not with everybody. I can't be that transparent with everybody because, like, if I'm gonna generalize right now. If the lazy motherfucker comes up to me and he wants to make the same as I do, I'm like, anyway, Sasuke, I'm not even gonna tell you, because it's an offense to you and it's an offense to me. In that sense, because I'm gonna be honest, it's offensive to me.
It is offensive. I don't know how you don't see that.
Yeah, it is. And part of because I gotta be with a grain of salt. You can't be open with everybody. I agree with Esteban. Some people, you know, because you work with them, you know who to answer. Si te viene el pinche chachalaco que fucking calls out half of the days, fucking on the busiest days, he goes home because he doesn't feel well. And I'm generalizing with guys. I'm not going with, just with guys because I work in an all-guy environment.
So let me ask.
I'm not going to worry. Like, you know what? It's the way it doesn't even care for the team, doesn't care for the company. He doesn't care about the work volume or the customers or anything. He just cares about himself. You know what? I'm not going to entertain this idea.
So, I mean, like, but ponle if that guy, like, makes the same as you, way, that pinche huevón makes the same as you.
It pisses me off.
Yeah, but is that your fault?
No, because we're in a union shop. That's
what I'm saying. Like, you have no control over that. So I feel like you're stressing over something. Yeah, like it causes you more work. But in other words, if you didn't have that work, you could be that huevón, obviously, and make the same money. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see why anybody wants to stress out over that way.
It takes a special kind of breed of individual, because I tell you, if I try to be that huevón or anything, I know I would have gotten fired a long time ago. But it's a special breed of individuals that que son huevones. Dude, I ended up getting fired.
Yeah, but not for those reasons.
No, but because I'm sure it led up to that. There was a lot of things that led up to that. That changed my mentality. That changed the whole thing. I had the work ethic. I was just lazy. And only se me subió la pinche cabeza, like I'm untouchable type of deal. Mentality, young, stupid, whatever.
The difference too is, like, you ask them a question like, if you make less, is that your fault? The person that's going to make less is going to obviously think that it's not their fault, and the person that makes more is going to think differently. So you're asking questions that obviously are going to require that, are going to give you that answer.
No, because I said if you're making the same, if you're making $20 and he's making $28, like, is that your fault? Not if there's any difference, way. ¿Me entiendes? If the company's paying that guy the same they're paying you, and you feel he does less, like, that's not your fault. That's not even within your control, way. So why are you gonna sabotage that guy? Pues, ponle, if you had the option to sabotage him by fucking, like, he asks you and you fucking lowball him, well, yeah, I get paid 20. Like, why even go? Like, who cares, way? Like you can't. It's out of your control, pues.
In a situation like that, I just wouldn't answer him. I would be like, Esteban, you know what? I don't feel comfortable giving you that answer, and that's my right. You know, I don't have to answer you. It's not that it's taboo or anything, or it's not that I'm conditioned. It's just I don't feel comfortable letting you know. Ask so-and-so. Ask over there that guy. That guy fucking tell you everything.
He'll add a couple $5 and make it feel even worse.
You know, he'll take you out to lunch and shit, and just as long as you give him the time.
I'll add $5 just to see if he gets it, so I can go over there and go, wait, what the fuck, putos?
Yeah, just add an extra 5 to piss him off even more.
So that's the thing. Am I like, I see with Esteban. Yeah, I don't feel I have random people, like customers or people on the street, like, hey, how much do you guys get paid?
Eso es way now.
Yeah, I don't, they're interested. They want to come in and they want to know how much. I'm like, well, what do you know about, communications? I don't know. I did cable TV for a while. I'm like, yeah, it's different. It's different. Cable TV from telephone is different. You know, there's different, procedures, whatever. It's not the same, dude. We do get paid more than the cable company does, but because it's a different skill set.
And this also is where the women come in as well. Is that the argument that I hear from them is like, they don't do anything, and then look at how much they get paid. I mean, you can't assume that somebody doesn't do anything.
No,
right?
it's their experience. Just because
way
you don't...
more. It's a way more nuanced conversation than just as simple as like.
Oh yeah, they just sit on their desk and they're like, "Hey, hold on, wait." Like you try sitting on that desk. You try doing that. You know, like I'll be honest.
I don't have a cushion.
So we went from huevones to you don't know about that huevon's life.
No.
So wait, decídanse, cabrones.
No, I'm just saying. We shuffle.
Ramon's lives matter.
Ramon's lives matter.
I don't know.
Right away.
It's definitely one of those. I mean, both of you got good, valid points. I see what you're saying, and I can see that conditioning, and that like it shouldn't be a taboo. But at the same time, as a person, I have that right or that reservation to not fucking give my information just to anybody that I work with.
I completely understand what you vatos are saying, Wade. But what
it shouldn't be.
No, what I was just saying, it is an American. Like we've been conditioned because there's other countries where they freely talk about wages.
I don't know any fucking maestro, albañil, or Mexican worker that fucking shares how much they make.
That's true.
They don't share because
maybe that's a Mexican trait.
That's a Mexican thing because I just heard it at No Father, No Problem. Like fucking they were Chinook was talking about like they like any skill set like they reserve it and they don't like showing everybody else because they don't want to work them. They don't want to give their knowledge away for somebody else to do their job.
That wraps up into what we always talk about. Why don't you want to share that knowledge? Because you think,
and
then you have, like we said, like you don't have those financial dudes on YouTube like other fucking like there's a bunch of white dudes and there's even a bunch of like black people on there like that, but you don't see a lot of Latinos on there fucking like explaining these things.
Well, because it's a waste of time, Dick. How many people have asked us how to start a podcast? I don't want to waste my time if somebody wants me to explain for 3 hours what it is that I do, if they're not gonna do shit about it. Like it's a waste of time for me.
So that's kind of my point, Wade. So if you think stuff like that is a waste of time, then we cannot complain that the raza doesn't like to fucking share knowledge with.
I asked them first, are you interested or are you committed?
Yeah.
And then I gauge the conversation. If you're interested, I'll give you a 2-minute
if you
summary.
Just fucking around.
If you're committed, come with me, bro. Let's do this.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. So you can't like kind of be offended by that, and then at the same time say, hey, pinche raza doesn't.
No, I give them a door. Which one you want to open?
No, but I'm saying in general, way, not just you, like just in general.
Dude, you're in a country where you're. This is what I agree that it's societal. Way. You're in a country where you're conditioned to think that there's not a lot of opportunities. Why would a guy, a señor, picking up pallets? Why would he want to fuck up with his income that he provides for his family by telling somebody where his route is? Like a lonchera telling somebody like, hey, wait, pues ponte al lado mío.
Yeah,
or, hey,
aquí se llena estas
aquí hay un
horas.
chingo de gente. Like, why? It's a beautiful dream. Like we've been talking about hypothetically. It's great, but realistically, I mean, that's not sustainable, dude. You can't tell somebody. You can't tell.
I was just having this conversation the other day. Not to mean to cut you off. I was telling the mija we were driving because for a while I noticed there was a taquero on a certain spot, right? Or like that was his spot. He se llenaba. Fucking, I don't know, 2-3 months later, I see 2 more taqueros on that same little strip. I'm all like, oh, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up, bro.
That is fucked up because now that taquero that was busy has a third of what he used to have before.
But there's no reason to be a dick. Where you have to you have to be able to read a person and be like, yeah, this person can do it. I want to help this person, but you can't help everybody, dick.
No, but well, like I'm saying, like the. Por decir, like you don't. What's a good example, way? So when I went down that rabbit hole on YouTube, the people that go out and collect like fucking valuable shit from the trash, like the fucking batteries and aluminum and fucking copper, whatever they find, way. Like those vatos tell you the fucking like how they do it and how they make money and how much you can make off a pound of this, or fucking a microwave has this that you can take out that's worth more than the microwave. So like you take out whatever and you throw away the rest, pretty much. Shit like that way. They don't tell you, hey, I stop on fucking 57 and Broadway. Shit like that way. They just tell you the ins and outs of how to do it and what to look for. You don't have to tell them, hey, bro, this is my spot. This is where I do it. This is where I make money.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, Fernie, but you're missing a very key important element into that example is that the guy selling pallet does not have a YouTube channel that gets 200,000 views on his channel that he's monetizing this information. This guy, you could talk to YouTubers that teach people their hustle. They'll tell you, I make more money teaching these people this on YouTube from ad revenue than I did with this hustle. So I'm going to tell you everything. I don't give a fuck. The more people see this, the more money I make. The dude selling pallets, he doesn't have a YouTube channel that he can monetize this information to.
He has his route.
But that guy that you're talking about that now makes money on YouTube started with the fucking 10 views with.
And when he started, he wasn't really... I get what you're saying, Way, and that's a good point. But the point is that these guys don't have that platform, Way. That's the point of this conversation. Is he's willing to tell these people his...
So is the opportunity there or not?
He or opportunity for what?
For that way, because I mean, you got to start somewhere. Obviously, they don't have the platform, but the platform is there.
The opportunity for the
pallet guy,
50-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Does he know how to even use an iPhone?
But the opportunity is there, right?
Yeah, but does he know how to use an iPhone, Dick? He's got a flip phone. He doesn't.
Okay, so that
he doesn't understand the language.
So that's what I'm saying. Is the opportunity there? Because you're saying earlier that people say there's no opportunities when there's this, and this.
The internet is open to everybody, so the opportunity is there. Is he going to take it? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's there. It's there for everybody.
But I mean, like we've said before, the raza is hesitant to spread, like to
Porque nos
teach our knowledge.
Nos chingamos uno al otro, güey. Honestly, we see everybody as a threat, and I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for you guys, you know. But yeah, when people, I mean, I was transparent as much as I could. I still believe that we should help and raise everybody up. But along the way, it's just that ¿cómo te diría? I had to learn how to reserve myself and not just share it with everybody, because part of it is, like Esteban says, you could give all this information out and 2-3 weeks later they try it and it's not for them. I'm like, all right, no problem. I have no problem with that. But you give this information out and, you spend all this time and corresponding back and forth or talking que la chingada, and later on, they don't do anything with it. I'm like, fuck, all right, no hay pedo. You live and you learn. You got to start adapting and figuring out, like, say, what do you say? Are you interested or are you
committed?
Are you committed?
Yeah.
And
I
then
like
you take it from there. All right, fine. Otra cosa, though, like you start sharing all these things and then it's like the same people that you're teaching somehow try to fuck you over. And it's like, and part of me is esa cosa de, I know that our podcast, I don't feel like we're like, I don't see everybody else as a threat because we have our own thing. We know what we have.
Like, I'm too big, bro.
No.
I'm too big to fail.
We are different than other podcasts. We have a different dynamic. We have something that, our audience is different from where their audience is. What I have a problem with is like, that right away they see it as a competition. No, it's not a competition. Like, you do your thing. If it works for you, perfectly. You don't need us. You don't need us, and that's the thing. And sometimes, I'm speaking for myself. I do reserve sometimes my comments or my knowledge and everything. Like, if you're interested or if you're committed, that's different. If you're committed, then fuck it. Hey, Simon, esto es lo que hacemos. You know what? Go to this page. Let me hit up Fernando and see if he can help you out. We'll go away and do this. So, like, if you're interested, like, hey, this is Esteban's fucking Instagram. He could help you out with that.
They hit us up all the time. They hit it. We always talk to people. They were helping. But
and I know that out of, I don't know, let's just say 100 people, I know that at least like 35% or 30 or 35 have done something about it. The
other thing too, Fernando, is I value information so much. Where I value things that have meaning so much, dude, that I don't like diluting that, watering it down and spreading it to everybody. Information is fucking precious, bro. Knowledge is precious. Knowledge is just meant for that person that deserves that knowledge. If you spread it out, me personally, I feel like you're diluting the knowledge and anybody can get it without even working for it. Like, knowledge is fucking powerful, dude. So if I'm gonna give somebody a knowledge that I think is fucking powerful, I'm not gonna fucking give it to just anybody that asks for it. I'm gonna give it to that one person that I feel like this person deserves this, and they're gonna take it and they're gonna expand on it, and it's going to the right person. You have to respect knowledge, Way.
And going back to the thing that, you were talking about how going down the rabbit hole, like this microwave has this and everything. They're telling you what it has, but you don't really see the sacrifice that they're going. They're waking up at fucking 3 a.m. to be already collecting it at 5. Fucking, they're tearing it apart. And going to bed at fucking 9 or 10 at night, Someone, you could give all this information and it's good. You're like, oh shit, it has all this. But once you try it, it's like, oh yeah, this is not for me.
And they don't give you everything. Where they give you they don't give you
the cliff notes,
the fucking
the root.
Well, I think that goes to like what you're saying, where like there's knowledge, pues. For me, it's easy to give you the basics, pues, and I like that, like you're saying that like you gauge. Fucking like how really interested are you? Like,
or
are you committed?
How committed? Yeah,
I get that. So like, I mean, I'll do something similar. Maybe not as a consciously. I'll give like more or less information depending on how interested and how committed they sound. No, también. And it's the same thing with that, I think. So you give out like pretty basic knowledge, but you don't give out those golden nuggets that you're saying like, estos están reservados for the people that are committed, way.
Some Mr. Miyagi shit, way.
Yeah, like this is the fucking death touch way. Like I can't teach the death touch to just anybody
because with great power comes great responsibility.
I completely understand. And same thing, like everybody on YouTube's not going to tell you fucking everything.
But I could give you everything if you subscribe now and buy my fucking...
Same thing, they put it behind the Patreon paywall,
and it's still not everything.
Yeah. Well, because you gotta save. Well, it's not everything because you gotta save some for later, way.
You do, bro.
So you gotta.
Si no se te acaba el cochinito,
if you put it all in one, if you put it all in one YouTube video, then ya se.
No, pues está cabrón, güey.
Pues come on. Hey, fucking, how you gonna monetize it?
Do you have one video to monetize? No, because a lot of those videos that I saw too about like the people breaking out dick, they weren't like videos with 100,000. They're like videos with like 1,000, 1,200, 15,000, maybe 2,000. What I weigh, like there are smaller videos with.
I mean, but we talked about this before.
Now after the pandemic, I'm sure they blew up more with.
No, but 2,000 if they make a few videos a month. I mean, that's stuff that I know. We talked about this before, that people that don't need million subscribers.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're the ones. At least when I did this, I think during the pandemic, I read that it escalated un chingo and those videos started taking off. But when I saw them, it wasn't people that were making money off YouTube, pues. They're still doing their jale and doing this in the morning, like we're saying, waking up at fucking 4 a.m, doing this, making their collections, going to work, coming back, and going through their shit.
So your point in that is what? Wait,
I'm just saying, no, my point
and saying that they're doing it for not getting, what's your point?
No, my point overall that I started with is that the raza, like we've talked about before, don't like to like share that knowledge because they think you're gonna push them off the corner pretty much. ¿Me entiendes?
And it's culture, I think.
Everything's a risk though, Dick. You have to start a YouTube channel without making money. You have to start a podcast without making money
or getting listens.
You
or
can't
downloads.
You can't start a first channel and be like, I'm gonna get 1 million views on this and I'm fucking started from the gate fucking strong. You start a fucking business or a venture like a YouTube channel, you started from fucking scratch. You started from your 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to fucking 8, and you're tired as fuck. And you hear these people say, like, I started my channel after work, and they realize that everything you have to start from scratch, and you're not gonna make money till it's a long journey till you start. And these people deserve the income that they're making, dude. It's hard to have a YouTube channel.
And then you have those not Cinderella stories, but the ones where like they fucking quit their job and they solely focus on their idea or their business or anything, and they end up making it. That
happened a lot with the pandemic, man. I heard a lot of people that got laid off, that started little hustles, and then all of a sudden it just became like a business, dude. It's fucking amazing.
One of the examples is and shout out to Los Goths. Los Goths, it started out because the homeboy lost his job and they needed to make something, and they started with a simple page with simple memes, and then it became, now they're like, they're pretty big out there,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's amazing.
And only it took, I mean, not that a lot of hard work, but I think Felipe Esparza reposted them, and that like doubled their fucking their views and everything and their follows.
So like, what would you think that those people would say if you asked them that, like, hey, how'd you do it? You think they would be like, you know what I mean? Like how it sounds, man.
And that's the thing, we have to have an answer to that, because a lot of people are curious, because that's all it is, curiosity. Yeah. Not that they really want to follow your steps. So us ourselves, we have to be able to determine, are they curious or are they serious?
Y también, I'm at least I'm not saying we give away the family recipe, I'm saying you can give the basics, but you don't have to tell them how you make your family birria. You know, you don't have to.
Like I remember that episode of Seinfeld with the soup Nazi.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell somebody to fuck off in a nice way. I mean, they tell you, hey, how do you start I want to start a podcast. All right, bro, take your phone and just upload something on YouTube and see how you do. But do that, Dick, and then send me the link and I'll listen to it.
And then I'll let
How
you
many
know.
people are gonna do that? How many people? Just that simple fucking do. How many people are actually gonna do that? And the people that actually do it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy unlocked
shit.
the next level.
Yeah, I know.
So how do you unlock the death touch?
Young grasshopper, you still need more. We're not even at the death touch.
You got,
No, Dick, we're not even there.
at the death touch.
you got a
fucking
podcast
level.
for 10 years
We're
to
still
learn
on
the
our
fucking
yellow belt way.
What the fuck, bro?
We're not even there way. But
those good
like,
chats.
respect to everybody that's hustling out there. Respect to everybody that's either got their business, it's got their fucking their YouTube channel, their podcast. Like I said, they're still sticking
Gracias,
with
güey.
it.
Gracias.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's
and props to everything. But you know what? Yeah, just you have to be able to gauge where these questions or these curiosities come from. And yeah, you're right. You're not gonna give all the family recipe out or the family secret or the
Yeah, you don't give a secret.
you don't give it
ingredient out, güey.
away. But también, we do, I guess we do have that, we have to be able to gauge it like, okay, are they serious? Are we willing to help them? Yeah, we'll help them out. You could give everybody the information. It's como dicen, you can lead the fucking horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink.
yeah.
It's the ones that are like, want to drink. Ahí está el pinche pozo, güey. Dale, guys. All right, thanks, boom. You're not going to show them how to drink. You just, ahí está,
Right,
güey.
wait, show them how to drink. Fuck, this is a whole other level. This is a whole other level.
And
YouTube.
I don't know if we contradicted. I don't know. We're all over the fucking place, but what it breaks.
That was a good conversation.
Yeah,
man.
what it breaks down to, like,
I like it. Brittany had good points. We had a nice little debate.
I think everybody
And I
understands what
didn't stay
everybody's
quiet
saying.
for the whole session either.
No,
You-
dormió.
Hey, you had some good ones, right? Yeah.
He came in with some punches, güey.
Yeah, no, you came in strong. Dale la musiquita, güey, ya para...
Dun, dun, dun,
Wait.
dun, dun, dun. Oh, but before, okay.
Ramon was more like this. Like a butterfly, bro.
Sting like a bee.
Yeah, fucking. It was a good conversation because we didn't get to talk about my fucking my adventures at O'Reilly's Motorsports. But I'll tell you guys next week and shit. Or yeah. All right. Then.
Dale la música, güey.
La banda, ¿dónde está la banda? Where's the banda? Hey, come on, Don Filemón, apúrese, cabrón. There we go. All right. Oh shit. I was gonna do something that
So,
the podcast does.
Are we going to announce the quinceañera that we have
Yes.
planned or what?
Go for it, Fernie.
The quinceañera?
I
Yeah.
want to have a party, a big party.
We are having it's not a quinceañera. What is this? What would it fall under? What's a
This
better
will be,
equivalent?
Our 4-year celebration.
This is a graduation carne asada? Something like
No,
that?
don't say carne asada because then the people are gonna expect.
No,
the
but I'm
carne
saying
asada.
the
It's a
level.
4-year.
The level was
It's a
a chill.
kickback, right?
Like
It's a kickback.
it, like don't.
It's a ditching party.
No, don't even say that way because we don't want anybody to show up, think it's a party, expecting to be carried out way, you know?
All right.
No, it's chill way. It's a family carne asada. Se graduó mi niece, you know?
I don't know.
Oh, it gets pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Fuck.
van a esperar
All right.
bolo.
I think any celebration gets out of hand, bro.
So we're celebrating our 4-year anniversary. We got tickets for sale. It's for September 11th, 5
to 10.
5 to 10 p.m. It's going to be at the Chicano Shuffle Studio.
Right, wait.
Not studios, studio.
Singular.
It's going to be a $25 fee. And with that, you're going to get,
A little goodie bag.
A little goodie bag. It's not going to be, expensive. No, it's just...
Right away, wait.
And es para que no digan, like, estos
Hey,
güeyes
there's a lot of
chafas.
cool shit in there,
There's
bro.
going to
What
be
are you
cool
talking
shit, but it's like, ya ves como es la raza también, güey.
You're not getting a gold nugget, way.
There we go.
So
And we're
right
gonna,
away, it's gonna be worth
It's
this
gonna
much.
be a live. It's gonna be a live podcast. We're gonna record it. We're gonna have a in studio audience.
Well, yeah, we'll have the audience. We'll have a mic set up for interaction.
Yeah.
Like if you want to ask a question.
And
wanna
it's
make
also
a-
gonna go
a
out
rude
on
comment.
IG. Otra cosa, traigan sus carteras with fucking billetes. Just saying. Fucking.
The canasta will be available.
Yes, the canasta will do an appearance. and shit. But it's not gonna be a big old party. No va a haber comida, so vengan comiditos.
Right away.
We might have some chelas, no liquor ni nada, just some chelas, some
Well, a little
aguas, and
soft
some
serve,
sodas,
some bottled drinks, some
There's a
canned drinks.
7-Eleven around.
Yeah, if you want to.
Ni les
bring your-
digas, güey, porque...
There's a Del Taco too.
Close
some,
by.
Ni
crunchy
les digan
tacos.
porque no llegar con crunchy tacos, güey.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the tickets are on sale, and we're only selling 40
Where
tickets.
can I buy them?
It's at tickets.chicanoshuffle.com.
How do you spell tickets? TIX?
Ay, güey, no mames, güey.
Or is it
Full
just-
tickets, güey. We're
Okay.
fucking tickets.chicanoshuffle.com.
Oh shit.
All right. So
There's $25. If you're a patron, check out Patreon first. There's some promo codes for you, vatos.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to people, man. I'm sure there's gonna be some cool people, man. We haven't chatted it up in a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so like you were saying, where there'll be the live recording, and then before and after we'll hang out
and shit. Fucking chat it up. It is because you also put there it's gonna be a COVID
Well, yeah, we want to be safe, way,
Yeah,
so
COVID
fucking
safe.
we're inside, can mask up and shit.
yeah, outside, if you're vaccinated, even better.
We'll have the roll up open, so like we can chill outside too. And, if you don't want a mask and all that shit.
But all the information is when you purchase your tickets, it'll say there. You have to click on the little boxes para que te mande to the next page and shit to buy your tickets. But it's a very limited seating. It's 40 tickets. Only because we can't fit more and we're trying to be, within
we have limited. Well, yeah, we have limited space for people to sit down.
yeah.
And
Y para que nos puedan ver because if somebody's gonna sit behind that pillar and they're not gonna see shit.
shit. Fuck, bro.
Where's in the nosebleeds and shit.
It's we're gonna have to do the obstructed view ticket.
Yeah. So just so that you know, tickets.chicanoshuffle.com.
It's $25. If you're a patron, go get your promo code.
Get your
at,
promo
Patreon
code
first.
Hey, how much is the discount for the patrons? Oh, we're not gonna share that?
It's a fucking secret, bro.
Oh, we won't share that. But
There's different levels. There's levels to this shit.
Hey, Freddie, what about somebody asking you how much we're making at the event?
We're making $25 a ticket.
We're not making $25 a ticket. It's expensive to throw an event. See, he got it wrong. We're not making that much money, man. We're fucking losing.
and that's just to cover the
No one asked me
drinks
profit
and
loss
to get
margins, bro.
gift
Somebody's
bags.
gonna come after this episode. Hey, Freddie, says you like this information. How much you guys making on this event?
That's
tell
a
you right
random
now.
outside vato.
And right away he said 25 without considering all the shit we're gonna spend.
Yeah. So just so that you know, it's we like to see you. Well, if you want to be part of it, get your tickets because if they go fast, pues ya no va a haber, and there's not much we could do because again, space is limited. So we can't like say, oh yeah, fucking Kylie, just show up. No, because we're gonna have somebody at the door and make sure that
Right.
no se queden.
Security,
Like
he
if
says.
we have like that many people interested in coming, right?
all those 10 original people, maybe. And that's
Hey, our security fucking's gonna be los niños de la Tierra Motorcycle Club from fucking Tijuana. They're gonna be having like the Stones had
And they're
the Hells
savages,
Angels.
yeah.
We're gonna have those niños de la Tierra fucking handling security. So I don't know, man. You guys wanna act up? Fucking, you're gonna deal with that shit.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
We're gonna have los niños de la Tierra from Tijuana or los escorpiones from fucking Zacatecas.
Los
More
escorpiones.
MC.
Y los amapaches de Sinaloa.
Ay, güey.
So it's gonna be fucking heavily secured, man. So
Oh shit.
Ay, güey.
So again, September 11th, all right? Otra cosa, thank you for the listens, thank you for the follows, thank you for the downloads. Don't forget to buy your coffee, istasa.com. I know right now we sold out of our merchandise, but we're getting new, and it should be coming up within a week.
We got Mexico on their way.
We got Mexico.
Next week, we should have I think everything back.
We should have everything back up. So just go to istasa.com and put your order in. Follow us on istasacoffee.com. Share the word. Tell your people. Maybe if you know someone that's a coffee drinker, just redirect them to us. All right. Se agradece un chingo y con todo. We fucking love you guys. I know sometimes it might sound like we don't, but that's that little love that we got. All right. Anything else, Esteban?
Nah, man. I feel like I talked a lot. I need some water.
All right,
Right,
yeah, same here.
bien seco, güey.
Ya tengo pinche el chicloso pegajoso, güey.
Ay, güey, I'm stuck to the seat already, güey.
All right, Fernie, we're good? No Patreon?
Oh, Oh, wait, good thing you brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, imagínate.
There's a new guy getting a fucking promo code, bro. ¿Dónde está el compa? Albert Vasquez.
Albert Vasquez, güey. Vasquez.
Dice Vasquez.
Vasquez. Es Vasquez,
Es
güey.
pinche italiano.
He's a descendant of Colón, güey.
Albert Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Es que se fue que.
Traiste la jalazos, culero.
I did a Ramon on that one, güey.
Holy shit.
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Es Vasquez, güey.
Bro, estamos en América o no, cabrón.
Jesus Christ, bro. Te la jalazos gacho.
Albert Vasquez.
Alberto, I said. Pues, ahí te va, homie.
Albert Vasquez, güey. Alberto Vasquez.
Dice Alberto, güey.
You said Albert Vasquez?
Albert Vasquez.
Alberto, güey.
Fuck, bro. This is one of those episodes,
Yeah,
guys.
güey. Es que ya.
Good thing you stuck through and listened to the end, because that's where we got funny.
Güey, no.
All right,
Gracias,
kids.
homie.
Un chingo de gracias. En al ratos vetaré. Al ratos votaré.